properly around. Okay, make sure I'm getting the proper angle here. All right, let's see if I can get this to look good. Because this is going to be fursuit building. Fursuit building. I'll be doing some of that tonight. There we go. I think that's a little better. Definitely don't want to get the horrible bed in this shot. That would be horrifying. There we go. Hey, welcome, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the extreme stream where we make things, make little doodads and such. Get this light out of the way. This will be for tomorrow's live stream where we get to draw some arts. Get to draw some nice arts. Got that going on. Okay, so tonight, everybody that's joining the stream this evening, tonight I will be continuing work on this fursuit head, duct taping the pattern and getting all the lines drawn out so this can look fantabulous. And if we need some more lighting, I definitely can provide more for you. That's not a problem. I can break out that light I just had and pop that into position. At least I think I can. Let me see if I can bring over a little extra light. Bring over some lights. There we go. Put that there. Yeah, bring over some lights. Some good light. Oh yes, much better. We have this one. This will bring in the light we need. And whoopsie daisy. There we go. There we go. Now we have backlighting. Yeah, I think that should work. I do apologize about the background clutter. These are not my things, so I will get them out of the way. There we go. Okay, I think we are all fantastically ready to do the thing here. I probably won't be showing my face tonight, only because today was really an off day for me for some reason. I think it was the weather. I'm just not feeling quite like myself today, so I will be doing the thing for you to see, and we will have some music in the background as well. I have a nice little playlist saved for us, so we can actually have some music while we do the thing here. Who ever thought of putting the plug on that side? That's kind of a weird place to have it. All right. I'll crack out some serious beats here. There'll be some relaxing stuff. And I will be checking your comments as we go, so I keep you in the loop at all times. I'll try to make sure I do that. Okay. In case any of you are wondering, this is duct tape, actually, that I'm using on this fursuit head base. Duct tape surprisingly works really well. I had never used duct tape before, but it seems to work really well, and I'm going to try to connect to the internet. It's kind of being silly. I think it's because everybody is live streaming Resident Evil 8. A lot of the Resident Evil 8 doing the gameplays and those experiences, and like I would love to do some of that sometime. I'd like to definitely try to do some of the gameplay and such, and I'm not quite sure where to start, or the what the heck you call it, the equipment I need for gaming, because I have OBS Studios. That's for live streaming, to get all your multiple cameras. I do have that. I just don't know if I like the equipment I would need. Like do I need like a controller? Can I use a keyboard? Or is this laptop even powerful enough to handle gaming? Like, so okay. I've got the comments up so I can actually see what's being said. Hi, Tater. Hi. I see you in the comments. How you doing? Gosh, I gotta mute myself. I sound weird. I don't want to hear my own voice. It sounds really weird. Okay. Hey, Peppermint Cookie. I'm glad you can make it. Morning. You must be over in Europe or such. Yeah, because Well, good morning. I'm glad you could make it. I'm going to pop in some nice music here. And also, everyone, just want to let you all know we are currently at 1,120 subscribers on this channel. I think that's what that means. Yep, 1.12 thousand subscribers, which is fantastic. That's not just fantastic. That's out of this world crazy awesome. And we are only, I believe, about 1,200 hours of watch time away to getting this channel monetized. So that means I will be able to actually make income from the content I make, to make even more content, to make even better content, which is exactly what I wanted to do. My gosh, it's the entrepreneur dream, I guess you would call it. Okay, here we are. I got music. I've got some music here. Now there might be a commercial or two popping through, but it'll be brief. And okay, there'll be some lo-fi beats. There's some music. You know something? If that's too slow, I definitely could change it up for you. Or hold on, here's something I forgot that YouTube has. The speed setting, playback speed. Oh, Rick, that's too slow. Let's speed that thing up. There we go. Can you all hear this? There we go. That's a much better speed. I like good speed. Okay, let's get back to building this fursuit head. Oh, snap. Come on, stream, don't do this. I'm gonna have to close this and reopen it, because my own live stream is kicking me out, which is so weird. Please bring me back to my own live stream, please. That would be fantastic. I'll do the ultimate refresh. This is kind of weird. Or give me a problem like this. Close that. Reopen it. Come on. Giddy up, giddy up. Alright, we got music again, and here's my roll of duct tape I'm using. I am actually almost out, but the beauty of this is that I'm duct taping down the middle. So I'll be taking this side of the face and mirroring it to the other side. So yeah, that's what we are doing. I apologize if music is being a bit of a derp nugget tonight. It's probably my connection. It says we're connected. Alright, well, I'm going to continue with this live stream, and as soon as comments start working again, we're going to be golden then. And we will be just fine. Also, another reason too why I want to get monetized is so I can actually afford to live, because it's expensive. Like, being out there and like just going to the grocery store, it's absurd. Like a loaf of bread it's over $3 in some places. Like a loaf of bread, oh my gosh, it costs more than a tank of gas. Thank you, McAfee, for letting me know that my software is not protected. Thank you. It is protected. It just keeps wanting me to buy its software. All right, we are golden. You know what else? There. Music is fixed. Awesome. You know what else? I can get back to this live stream I was trying to respond to you by, because the comments are being such sandwiches. Hey, Adrian, how are you? Yes, Peppermint Cookie, you're very welcome. I'm glad I got that to you. Very glad I could get that to you. I'm going to try not to have the stream pointing right at you. I know that seems kind of rude. I'm sorry. Let's see if I can do this. There we are. Oh, now you can't hear the music. There, as long as we have it like so, I think we are just fine. So the brand of tape I'm using is called 3M. It's my favorite brand of duct tape to use. I really like that stuff. Get back here. Come on, tube bubes. Tube bubies. Right. Charlotte, North Carolina. Is it raining in Charlotte, North Carolina? Because I know that we've had some rain in these parts like a few days ago, but it went by pretty quick. You know, it wasn't like downpours and such. But let me tell you, when it does rain, normally when it does rain, it pours. Because I live in an area it's got a high water table, and it's just very wet, like the landscape, which is good in a way because it's cooler in the summertime, which is kind of nice because it doesn't get super hot. Like the hottest it's been here so far, I think it's been 90 degrees, which I love it. I love it not too hot. So I'm an Arctic fox and I don't like the heat that much. Love the cold weather. Like put me in a freezer and I'm like happy. Like love a good freezer. Also, if this camera's a little too close, I'm gonna back it up just a hair because it looks like it's a little close for you and I don't want to blonde you with WandaVision or whatever. Here we go. Hope that works. You have a birthday coming up. Hey, happy birthday. I hope I got it right. So it is coming up, right? It didn't already pass. You're having a birthday, from what I understand. Which is pretty awesome. I miss having my birthday. Like, it's not so much I miss having birthdays. It's like I miss celebrating them like I used to. Like, once I got to a certain age, I think it was like age 16, I just stopped like celebrating. Which it wasn't because I was like sad or anything. It's like okay, it's like a lot of the kids in school and such that it's almost like everybody goes their separate ways and you don't get as connected and such, and so you don't have as many friends that like to hang out with. It's like after you get to past your freshman year, you just don't have as many people to hang out with. It's weird. And then I'm kind of a socially awkward person as it is. I mean, I guess that kind of is self-explanatory. You know, I used to get picked on a lot, like in school. Like I was the person always people wanted to pick on. And then, in I think it was the 10th grade, I had a major glow up. Like I went from a person that had, holy heck, what was it? Hi, Big Kitty. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I am Fursuit building and answering questions, just basically chilling with you all tonight on this lovely Saturday night. But let's go back to the little, I guess you call it a story I was having. Yeah, I used to have, believe it or not, by age 13, like I had a full blown mustache, which is crazy. I know it's like people say it's the hormones in the milk and stuff like that. But yeah, it was for like age like 13. I went from kid to adult in like 2 years. Like everything, voice changed, everything changed. Like in 2 years, I grew like 7 inches tall. Like within 2 years, it was ridiculous. But I also got really lanky, and I had glasses, and I was just the most awkward looking, like acne faced teenager you could come across. And it was really rough. Especially, I say the hardest year for school for anyone is probably freshman year. That's what I'm from my experience. Because that's the year where like everything about you is you're in mid transition from child to adult. You're in that really awkward teenage year. Like nothing quite looks right in your face yet. Your voice is kind of in the in between or whatever. But then, like I said, when the 10th grade happened, then I had this just out of nowhere crazy glow up. I got contact lens. I got my teeth straightened because I had braces, but I got my teeth straightened. I shaved. I was like clean shaven, and I was even taller, muscular, and my voice had deepened a little bit more, so it didn't sound so whiny. And it was really I guess kind of like everybody like treated me so differently. Like people's like, "Oh, you look so different." It's like, "Oh, what did you do?" It's like, "Well, I I changed the way I look, changed the way I dressed, you know." And after that, after the 10th grade, I was never picked on really ever again. It's like people just had a different respect for me. It's weird. Part of that has to do with maturing, of course. Uh, Peppermint, your 20th birthday is coming next year of January. Well, I'll tell you what, Peppermint Cookie. I'll tell you what. Being an adult is not the easiest thing in the world. I'll just go ahead and be honest with you. It's not. But you don't have to worry about that specifically. In short, trouble will find you, but it's not going to be the same for everybody. You may actually have it surprisingly easier than some other people. Always remember this. The people that go through the hard times and that make it through are the ones that make the good times for the next generation. So if we happen to be the generation that creates a better future, like through getting through these difficult times, our next generation, they're going to have good times because it makes us stronger. It makes us stronger as people. It makes builds character, and that's desperately lacking in our world. And we can be the better tomorrow. I definitely believe we can be the next, the next builders, creators. And the best way to do that is to build each other up. Don't build walls, build bridges. Definitely. You don't want to, block people in and, steal happiness. Gotta stay together, you gotta lift each other up. So this part I'm doing right here is I'm actually creating the lip line from where the fur will transition over to the mouth, to the mouth edge here. And I decided to use sparkle blue fleece because I feel it looks pretty nice. And the client said that'd be fine. Just go with that. So I'm like, yeah, sure, I can definitely do that for you. Let's see. I probably should trim this back maybe just a little bit. Grab my fabulous fabric scissors. Fabulous fabric scissors.
I have tea downstairs, right?
Thank you.
I don't know if these hurt flat. I ended up popping this one and it ended up squirting on here and I cleaned it up.
So I'm going to just do a little bit of the trim. See this little trim off I'm doing here that's going to get rid of extra material so it doesn't create any wibbly wobbly warpy warps kind of thing in the fabric. Okay, so there is that. Something there's something I really would like to do with this channel also, besides potential video gaming in the future, which I think would set the channel off really nice. That is like story time, like kind of things that have been going on with, or even things that have happened in conventions in the past. Because like I literally have legitimate con horror stories that I haven't told anybody, at least not recorded in the open. I would definitely say, like, I did one video about me being lost in Pittsburgh in the middle of the night, lost and alone and without a phone. It was quite unnerving. I mean, it was at Anthrocon, my first convention. But I have several others that I haven't told, but the one about being lost at Anthrocon had to have been my most memorable experience. And like that was in 2017. That was a while ago. But I mean, if you'd like, go ahead and recount that for you if you like, or. Oh yes, Peppermint Cookie. Thank you. This one here is not my fursuit. It's for another customer. But one day I would definitely like to create a 2.0 of my Sona, because I made Coaster the fursuit back in 2017, just before Anthrocon of 2017, and that was my one of my most favorite conventions. And I finished my fursuit in like what was it? A week before the convention. I think it was like literally a week, and I was like so excited and just I was like running around everywhere with with my fursuit head on down in Pittsburgh and just kind of almost not looking where I was going. That was and here's the cool part. Here's the cool part about it. It wasn't hot. Like I thought it was going to be like really hot, like 90 degrees or something in that part. But it was actually reasonably mild. It was not super hot, which is great. Great fursuiting weather when it's cool outside. Definitely. But yeah, like I was doing with this head here, just going down the splits, splitting it down the middle. It's actually pretty awesome, especially when you get both sides to mirror each other, because then you don't have to pattern the other side. And that helps speed up the process of making this. Okay, so we got that. You know what I like about this tape as well? You stick it on, but it comes right off. It doesn't stick to the foam and leave a residue, which is fantastic. And this is called 3M Black. And I think it's extra strong, extra strength thing, something like that. It's pretty nice. And this fursuit head also has light up eyes, so I'll demonstrate those a little bit later when I'm in the build. Let's see, comments here. Okay. Yeah, if there was anything I could redo, I'm just gonna go ahead and just say if there's anything I could redo in the past, one of them would probably be Bitcoin. Maybe. Only because, like, there was such opportunity, and of course, like, it's like that with so many things. It's like, if I would have done this, if I would have done that. It's like back in 2008 when I would have looked into investing in precious metals. Like, I could have made a bundle then, but just kind of get from that experience and just, I guess, you can't, I don't, it's not really wisdom you get from it. It's just kind of like knowing when the time is to, like, jump on an opportunity. Because you can take a bad opportunity and actually make it into a good one just by handling it in the proper way. There's lots of things you can do. Heck, I didn't mean to pull that off. I think I need to actually glue this part down, so this will be just a second. It's a little random, but totally. Go ahead and glue this down. A little piece of thing here. That's weird. Music was interrupted for some reason. Why are you interrupting my music? Stop that. YouTube, stop interrupting my music. Okay. There we go. Oh yes, I almost forgot to tell everyone that tomorrow is the free art giveaway live stream. Tune in here tomorrow evening, Sunday tomorrow, at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That may be different wherever you are located. But I am doing, basically I'm creating art for people that pick at random from the comments. And just drop your, you can drop your your reference sheets of either your persona or your original character. I will, of course, leave links in the live stream for you to use. But typically Twitter is where the best place you can send that to me. You can follow me there, and then I can respond to you back. Because I have Twitter on the laptop here. I can definitely just connect you and get that going for you. My music is not hip-hopping like I needed to. Oh, potato salad. My face looks terrifying. With the camera a little closer. I don't want to see my horrible face. So the hot glue gun's heating up. I'm just gluing down this little trim here because I don't want it to interfere with the final design. Also, too, if the Sona looks like it has peanut butter lips, it's because like I said, the fleece has like that bleeding-ish look going on. But it's totally necessary. It does need to be there for this taping to work. I'm actually going to retape this one spot because I don't like how it's not adhering properly. Yeah, that's better. I almost ripped foam off the face. That'd be a bad little combo, wouldn't it? That's weird. That's better. I was wondering why my stream looks so wonky. That's so strange. Are we still connected? Yeah, we are. Okay. Sorry, I'm just checking my device. My stream must be a dirt nugget sometimes. Let's see. Also too, once this channel does reach full monetization, I will be able to have these things. Some people call them, I think they're called super chats. I'm not 100% sure what those are yet. I'm trying to learn more about it. So when I host other live streams, I think what it is, it's like a special like comment way for you to get like priority in the comments, so your comment is not missed. Like in case like 1,000 comments come through in 5 minutes, yours get pinned to the top of the board or something like that. I saw I saw some on the channel called Tiny Badger. You may have heard of Tiny Badger. She's a streamer. She does video games and such, and she's really personable. She really tries to like talk to everybody, even though sometimes she gets a lot of comments at once. But I think it's really cool for her. She tries to reach out to everyone and talk to them. Yep, I would also recommend checking her out after this stream. She does a lot of streamings, not so much uploads, but she does have some good tutorials as well, and that's Tiny Badger. Yeah, she's a really cool person. But just think if one day you could just make this your career, like every day you wake up, instead of driving to a gray brick building and put on your uniform and clock in, and you start like working and you got people yelling at you and you just got stuff breaking down and just like, oh my gosh, you just come into your studio, you know crack open a cold drink, you set up your stuff, and you engage with your audience, and you're just engage with the community and just do what you love to do, just create things. That is so much more preferred. But it does take work. And hey, I'm fine with that. Hey, let me see if I can pronounce this correctly. Aurora Plays. Aurora Plays. Hey, how are you doing? You're new and have to ask. Pause. How do you go around with patterns and foam starting your fursuit? I can answer that for you. There's two ways you can do this. I would recommend the first one. Let me try to think what I'm trying to say here. Oh my goodness, it's been a while since I made pause. If you want a surefire way to make pause like today, like if you have the materials and you want to make pause like today and have them done tomorrow, I would recommend checking out Fursuit. That's CLOOF Suits on Etsy. They have a fantastic pattern to create a, I think it's 4-fingered hand paw, and it's very. Is it? K KLOOF? Did I say it wrong? Kloofsuits. KLOOFSUITS. Kloofsuits.
Yes, it's KL.
Okay. If I said it wrong, my mistake, but their pattern is for a 4-fingered hand paw, puffy paw style, but not too puffy. It's where the fingers have dexterity, but they also have a very nice feral look to them as well. And they sell the PDF file, so you can actually download that and then print it out and actually create your design to those specifications, and it comes out really nice. And you can do that way. That's if you want to have something already pre-made, like a design that you just follow and it creates for you your pattern. And then of course there's the second way, which is more if you're already skilled in this. And that's create your own pattern. You can do that, of course. Take your hand. Whoops! The fursuit had just got rolled away. But you take your hand, you place on a piece of construction paper or whatnot. You trace around your hand. If you want 5-fingered, you trace 5 fingers. If you want 4, you can have them like this. You can have them like this. Trace around your finger on a piece of paper in between those fingers. And then you draw about 1/2 inch all the way around the outline of your hand. And then once you do that, you cut out your piece. Make sure the paper's edge stops somewhere around here, a little bit past the bottom of your wrist. Usually around here is pretty good. But then, hold on a second, I'll turn on the volume really quick. Okay. Now, like I said, this is if you want to create something that is your own creation, completely 100% original. Nobody helped you with it. You didn't use somebody else's design. It's all your design. And once you get that piece, you create, you take a piece of foam and you cut it to that same shape as one of your digits. Now, this is how you do that. Let me grab a piece of paper here for you, and I'll show you what I mean. I'll grab that for you. Just be a second. Gosh, goodness gracious. Here we go. I almost lost my balance. Here we go. Okay. This is my little box to keep my designs in, my patterns.
Little is an understatement.
And I'm going to open it up here. Okay, so let's see here. I think it's because I keep patterns of everything I make. Like even if it's something like a set of ears, everything gets put in here. Okay, is this it? Yes, this is it. Okay, I'll show you what I made here. Yeah, I have that answer for you right here in this envelope. So, see this? This is a pattern that I created myself. See where the palm is? That's where it's going to sit for the base of your hand, like right in here. So I'm going to break these out so this makes perfect sense, or close to perfect sense. Okay. So I think this is the correct one. Gosh, the table's shaking a lot. There we go. Okay, I actually have a few patterns in here, but this is the one we're going to look into. Okay. Alright, so this is your pattern. So like I said, see how it's got the hand outline on here? A little closer. Hand outline. So you have your hand, you trace it on paper. Right where you have each of your fingers, you're going to... This is, for example, this is one of the paw pads that will go on your piece, like so. Then you have another. And then you double that again. So you're going to have 4 of these. You're going to have 4 of these. 2 on this side, 2 on this side, 2 on that side. So basically what ends up happening is the area where your hands have the webbing, where it becomes your fingers, that is where you're going to create your separation for your digits. So I'll show you what I mean really quick here. Do a little demonstration. So you see how I have it here, right there. It's going to fit right in that nook. So you have this finger here, and you'll have one for this finger, and then have one for this finger. And see how the pattern lines up, almost like a vambrace or a piece of armor. But it goes right there, right there. And each of these actually are straight line cuts. You have a cut here, and you have a cut that goes this way. Same with this, same with this. So that way all of your paws, all your paw cutouts go facing the correct direction. They all go facing this way. Hence the arrow. And that's where your claw goes. Now, like I said as well, if you want to create the top portion, that is where you will then... Hey, how you doing? Logan Inc. Hello. Splendor Wolf, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Doing a little demonstration here on how to create a paw pattern. But like I was saying, once you get that portion cut out for your base finger, I'm going to take this piece, take a piece of foam, 1 inch foam. If you can get thicker than 1 inch, that's fine. Um, Take 1 inch foam or thicker, and you lay it on here. You trace it out. You cut out your shape so it looks like this. It's going to be about that thick. And then you take a pair of scissors and you start to cut it and shape it to the way that you want it to look. And then once you do that, you pattern it with duct tape. Here's a piece that I did. This is what it looks like when it folds over the foam. It looks something like this. See how it's got the little piece that sticks up here, how it's raised up like a paw, like the top of a paw. And that's going to sit on the back of your finger like this. And then, of course, once you pattern your foam with the duct tape, you draw which direction the fur is going to go in. And then you cut here at the tip where you want your claw to be. Right up here, where these two pieces meet, the tip is where your claw, if you want claws, that's where it's going to be. And then, when you create it on your fur, you stitch your fur together to look just like this piece I showed you. And then you can stitch that new formed piece to the top of your paw. And then it just folds over. It's a little difficult to show with out a piece of fur right here, but I hope this helps you get the basic idea. That shape. And it looks a lot more rounded and full when it's done. Yes, Logan Inc., I actually am. One of our commenters actually had... Yeah, yes, Aurora Plays. They had a question about how to make paws, and I just was showing them a quick little thing of how that's done. But yeah, you can try this method yourself, or you can try the Fursuit's PDF instructional blueprint of how it's made. It's pretty accurate. It's pretty good. It's not too expensive, and that's on. I think that they have it on Etsy, so that's pretty useful. Okay, I'm gonna get back to duct taping the head because I definitely want to try to get some progress done on that tonight. So grab some of our delicious patterns and very carefully put these away for another day. There we go. Sorry, my jacket's really kind of tugging on my neck. Okay. I know you don't want to just see my laptop, so we'll go ahead and get back into this. And yeah. I might have to take my hoodie off. It's kind of getting a little hot in here. A little bit. You're very welcome, Aurora Plays. I definitely hope that helps you out, and thank you very much for the sub. Thank you so very much. Hey, my Lady Prower. Yes, I actually have that. I was trying to find a way to contact you. In the comments of the of that last live stream, because I know we were trying to get that last art piece I did to you. Check in the comments of the last stream I did. We're about the live free art. It has my contact information in there. Either send me a Twitter follow, or you can use the email that I provided. And I will send it to you in the email that you respond to me from. Does that sound okay? Because I was looking, I was like, oh, I want to look them up, see if he's on here. I even looked up your username on YouTube, and I literally, there were so many Miley Prowers. I was like, which one is it? So I'm glad we could get in touch over the live stream. I definitely want to make sure you get your drawing. I will send it through an attached. Ouch! Ooh, that's hot glue. Holy Christmas, that glue's hot. Probably. Ouch. It'll. Good grief. That's super hot. I'll try to send it as uncompressed as possible, so you get a higher resolution image of it. So if you just contact me by the email, of course, my email for business and for the live streams is thefoxstash@gmail.com. The Fox Stash. And I can send it to you that way. But if you can't reach me that way, then there's also my Twitter, which is at the Fox Stash. Or you can just type in Coaster the T Fox, and it'll you'll find me on Twitter that way as well. Oh yeah, awesome, great, awesome. I should get it. I should get a proper Instagram because I sign up for one. But like when I want to show people things or be a little bit more descriptive about what I do, they're like, "You have an Instagram?" I'm like, "I do, but I don't have anything on it. It's just my name and that's it." It's kind of funny. I should post more pictures on there. And just to think, Instagram is only like what is it, like 5 years old or something, 4 or 5 years old. It hasn't been around that long, surprisingly. But I got the glue down here. It looks 1,000 times better. I got rid of that raw edge, which is perfect because we don't want a raw edge. What's that inside the ear? Let me take a look here. This here? I think you mean this. Oh, these are ear vents to allow better circulation and better hearing, because fursuits tend to muffle sound and get really hot while wearing them. So this is just part of the ear shape, but this vents in the ears. Each ear has a vent. Yep, they're really handy, and I have them in my fursuit head also. They help a lot. Like, if anything, I would say I have more difficulty speaking, like people hearing me than me hearing them in a fursuit. Like, I can hear pretty well, actually. Okay, everything's glued down. Gotta get back to the duct taping. Duct taping. Also, I want to grab myself a little beverage. If I can reach it without destroying the world. I think I got it. There we go. Got it. My sparkly drink. And I also have tea downstairs waiting for me. I gotta go grab that in a little bit. I love a good cup of tea. Okay. Also, if you're wondering, these are lights. Those are going to be for the glowing eyes and also the hair. The hair is LED. What's this stuff called? Fiber optic. So yeah, if you've ever seen those fursuits that have the fiber optics in the wings, that's what this is going to have. It's kind of like light piping in a way. But I definitely thought it would be a cool idea to try. Okay, let's get the ers done. How did that get so much lint on it? That was weird. Also, cool thing is, tonight you are likely going to be able to see... excuse me, holy Christmas. Pardon me, very rude of me. You will be able to see me actually shaving fur for this fursuit head. Because I'll be transferring these patterns onto the fur and then doing the shaving technique. Excuse me. It's not the final, just the pre-shave. It makes sewing the fur together a lot. Yeah, it definitely helps everything look a lot nicer. Gosh, it's this thing. 2017 was so long ago. Man, it feels like it was just yesterday. Man. Now I'm living in a different state now, a different place, and I've got awesome followers, which I absolutely love you. Thank you so very much. Miley, yes. I have thought of a Discord server. I am really bad with technology. I'm sorry. I really just I would like to try more things. I'm just very skittish when it comes to technology, but that could be a good choice. It could be. As far as you know, do other furs have Discord servers that they use? I just want to make sure I'm being the most effective with my distribution of content and engaging with my audience. And if that is the best way to go, then I may consider it. Peppermint cookie. Not every maker does this. It requires a little bit of a skill mindset, a little bit, but It depends on if you want them or not. Like if you want some, just put some in. It's not super difficult, but if you've never done it before, it might take a little doing. But just give it a go. It's not. I definitely would recommend trying vents if you want some vents. Here we go. Just sit that one there. Huh. What are they like? What are their Discord servers like? Like do they talk to people like I'm doing, like live stream kind of stuff, or do they like how do they work their Discord? Do they put posts there, or do they? Is it kind of like what I'm doing now? I guess, but instead of the YouTube format, it's more like one-on-one kind of thing, as far as you know. I mean, I'd like to try new things. I want to adapt and get better at what I do. I'm just kind of, I guess you'd say, I'm kind of nervous about it or something, because it's new to me, and new things kind of make me like, I'm kind of like the older generation when like the new technology comes out, I'm just like clinging to the old ways or something. Part of it's probably because I grew up so late with technology. Like, I didn't get a computer until 2008. I know, right? Like, I'm very backwards with a lot of things, but you know, I'm getting there.
Yeah, at least you got yours in 2008. I waited till like 2020 or 2021 for mine. A bit later here. I need a drink.
Yeah, good peppermint cookie. I'm glad you're able to at least communicate with some people there. Definitely, yeah. I've definitely a lot more social than I used to be. I'm talking, good grief. Before I even started YouTube in 2009, because I had another channel back then. That's where I first started, and I was a lot of the talking to the viewer on the video, not talking directly to the viewer. I would be behind the camera and I would be talking, and I would use my hands a lot when I would speak. And I did a lot of introduction videos, educational kind of videos, and people liked them and such. And I even had one video take off to over 1 million views. I'm like, holy Christmas, that's awesome. And then some things happened, and then I dropped the channel for a while and started this channel because I needed something to help me cope. I needed someplace, something to reset my mind and my spirit because I was very broken at that time. But uh, other than that, I am back on that channel again, the old channel. The old channel is monetized, which is unbelievable, I know. And it's I'm making videos again on it. It's a lot of the same stuff I was doing, but I want to change that channel as well. I want to make that channel a lot more like this channel, but not exactly the same topic. That one I want to just create. All right, you may have all of you've heard of Mr. Beast, right? I mean, if you haven't, go check him out. Just type in Mr. Beast, you'll start seeing tons of videos. Like how he started out. He didn't start out with huge followings. Like back when he started a few years ago, he had less followers than I did. He had less subscribers than I have. Like I've seen some of his old stuff. Good grief. I was watching him in 2016, and he only had, I think it was maybe 100,000 subscribers then. Now he's got like millions. It's incredible. But he just tried different things. He tried different ideas and just stuff that he felt either wasn't done before, or he just did it differently, or he tried his own experiments, and just not being afraid to try something else, try something different, helped him blow out of the water. And I'd say what really helped him take off too is giving away what he makes. Like so much of his money he makes, he just gives it to people. He records it for the recording value, for the reaction value, and just the overall marketing of his brand, but he gives away so much. It's like he's even started his own food kitchen. I think it's called Beast Philanthropist or Beast Philanthropy. It's something else, I will say. I know his mom's proud of him for accomplishing this. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I'll have to check out those though for Discord. Definitely have to do that. Yeah. So here's one more thing I wanted to say about my old channel. I did try to do something else. I tried some new things, and it's like the old audience that I had on there, they're still there. They're still subscribed. It's just I almost feel like it's for a different type of group. Like the people that are on my old channel, they seem to be how's the term? Okay. I don't have a problem with people that are conservative. I just feel that a lot of the stuff I do is very uh guns, family, and glory, and American way, which is totally fine. That's their thing. But I try to introduce some new things to the channel that are just a little bit more fun, a little bit more spontaneous, or whatever the case, just a little bit more random. And they're like, we want to see videos about the educational stuff that I used to do. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. But that is literally back during a time when I didn't have any physical friends. I just had virtual. Everything was virtual, and I wasn't nearly as social as I am now with my things. And I just wanted to try something else with that because I want to steer that channel in a different direction. I don't want to keep going the same way, the same way, the same way because my passion isn't quite the same for that old channel's content as it was. As things change, I want it to change as well. So what my plan for that one is to gear it gradually, steer it towards something that's more what I am now. Keep doing the type of videos I used to do, but change things up every so many videos. Start a series, start a different type of style. Like there was this one thing, I haven't tried it yet, but I wanted to do this thing where I take like what is it, no, it was it 10,000 pennies and put it in my washing machine and see what happens. Just to see what people think of this, like just to get a reaction, just to do something crazy, something huge, something like that. But the cool thing is this music stop playing. Music, keep playing, please. There we go. But like for this, my current channel, this one you're watching right now, this channel, the video that I post that I almost it's almost finished. It is me blowing up over 1,000 balloons in my bedroom. I keep talking about that a lot in my stream. It has to be the largest video I've ever done. Literally the largest and the most expensive. And the video is almost done. I really want to get that done for all of you. I definitely want to get that uploaded. Oh, hi. Thank you. Look what just arrived. A cup of tea. Ah. How did you know? Thank you. My mate just brought me a nice cup of hot tea.
Oh, carbonation went in my throat.
It's very nice. Whew, I'm gonna save that for a little bit later.
It's steeped long enough.
Oh yeah, it's strong. I can tell it's a very strong brew, and I like it. I like it strong. One thing I like is my tea super strong. Let me take a look. I am reading the comments. I'm sorry if I'm long-winded. I am just a very big talker. Hey Skylar, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Hey Skylar. I'm taping up a mannequin head, fursuit head thing. Yay. Oh, my washing machine just finished cooking, so that's awesome. Or the dryer just finished, rather.
Cooking.
I mean, it sounds like an oven going off, like a microwave oven. Heck yeah. Tea party, all types of tea. Bring in the tea collection. Working like a dog. Oh my gosh.
I know how that feels.
Yeah, I did. My mate and I did that yesterday. We were both working there. Our closer, believe it or not. Heck yeah, we need to go out for some tea, totally. But guess what happened? Okay, you're not gonna believe this. Okay, I currently work at a place that serves food. It's a deli. It's a deli area. And while I was there, I got my mate and I were working together, and we got word that the person that's supposed to come in to close was not going to be in that night. And we're like, okay, whatever. It happens, I guess, but it's going to be kind of hard to close. So we wrapped it up and closed. And we found out that the person wasn't going to be coming to work again as well. And same with another person. The reason why, here's the kicker, here's the thing. It it turns out it turns out that they actually uh, are suspected that they may have been infected, basically, or whatever. And we want this. Okay, here's the thing: we want this person that was complaining about not feeling well the other day working there to go get checked out, to go get tested, and the person won't do it. They won't go get tested, and now another person that was there that was supposed to be working can't come to work because they're sick, and we we don't really know what to do because we're down to maybe like 4 people in the whole deli at this point.
And then I had to close again today. I had to close at 9. So I had to run around everywhere. And I broke a sweat. Which is what you're not supposed to do in the deli.
But totally though, if you are sick, you need to take care of what you've got and don't keep spreading it to other people or get like if you're suspecting that you may have something and you're telling people about it, you have to get tested. You need to do this. This is important to the safety of yourself and also your job security because that person, if they are sick, they can't come back to work until they are tested and either they test positive or negative. If they test positive, it's 2 weeks. If they don't get tested, it's 4 months. Yeah, literally, we're not having it's like a double-edged sword. It's like like I know you don't like to be the subject of the matter, and getting tested and all, but is it really worth being out of work for 4 months, or at the very least 2 weeks? And I think they give you pay if you have to be out. If you do test positive, I think they do cover that for you. Hey, who's? Let me check the comments really tiny fast here. Yeah, I know, doesn't it though? Like dealing with that, because it's like people's like, "Hey, I'm sick."
I remember I
It's
was
like,
out for like about 2 weeks.
and I'm telling people, it's like, well, don't tell me about it. Talk to your doctor. Get it. Talk to your doctor about whatever it is you got. I'm not here to cure you. I'm just trying to work and survive. It's like it's like the person that tells you that they got a headache, but then they won't take an ibuprofen, kind of thing.
Are we calling me out?
No, I'm not calling anyone out. I'm
Because
just
it's happened to me. I've done that at least once.
the person says, "I'm sick. Let me make you feel sick too."
Knowing her though, knowing her is just because she wants to find a different job because she don't like the fact that everyone's calling her out because she takes over 4 or 5 20-minute bathroom breaks and sits on the deli floor on her phone.
Hey, the definition of Kirishima, I think it's how it's pronounced. Hey, you're not late, not at all. The only time you would be late is if you're watching the rerun of this stream.
Wait. Is it spelled Kirishima?
Yes.
Yes. My Hero Academia fans are popping in. Excellent.
Oh yes.
Because I'm a Baku stan. And that's how I stand with my hat.
Of course. I need to get some lotion for my fingers. It's kind of tugging on them a little bit. There we go. But this head is almost taped up, which is fantastic. Yeah, it's like I'm trying to remember if I had a vaccine because it's actually been a while that I've actually had a vaccine. I'm like, it's for me getting any kind of blood drawn, anything like that. It's not nearly as a big deal as it used to be. I actually used to stare at them while they would do it. I would actually look at the needle while it would go in. And I don't know what I was thinking at that time, but that's what I used to do. I thought it would help with the pain, like make it not hurt as much or something. Because I felt like I had more control because I was watching what was happening. It gave you more security, I suppose that's what it was. So I did that, and then I stopped doing that. I stopped doing that after I had a really bad bout of strep, like the worst I had ever had. Yeah, but it's probably been a good 2 or 3 years since I've had a flu shot. And I have not gotten the flu, but I've also not have been around people either because I try to be really careful that around people that are sick. I'm like, oh, you're sick, stay away from me. No, 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 no.
Flu sucked, man. I still remember when I had it.
Let's see.
It's really hard.
Honestly, at this point, I'm about to find another job. Do what you need to do to feel complete. Because you're not here to suffer for other people's mistakes. You're not. That's not what you're here for. You're here to make the best way you can out of your life. And I don't blame you if you want to get a different job. There's nothing wrong with that. If you have the experience, you have the talent, go someplace where you're appreciated. You don't need to stay at a place that makes you feel like you're a loser. You don't need to feel that way.
Oh my god,
Because
I
you're
agree.
wasting your talent there, to be honest. If it's coming down to this and you can't ever get a break and it's the same repetitious vicious cycle and you feel like you're just running in place, that's not for you. You need to leave. That's what I did when I used to work overnights at a warehouse place. I'm not going to say the name for whatever reason because I don't want to slander, but it wasn't the Home Depot. Anyway, so I was there. I was working overnights for over a year, and I went from I can deal with this to having my weekends taken away to having both breaks taken away. We had two 15-minute breaks and an hour and a half hour lunch. Then we got one 15-minute break, and then we got no 15-minute breaks. And it came to the point where instead of us getting like we would get required breaks, we would actually get those, and then they only gave them to us if they felt we were meeting a certain quota of productivity, and then they wouldn't give it to us at all. And then
That's why you use an abuser.
and then what was it? They announced back in like October of 2019 that they would be no longer giving the overnight people Fridays and Saturdays off. It would be a cycling schedule, and it was already hard enough because we would work from 9:30 at night till 5 in the morning, and we would get 30-minute lunch, and that would be it. And I was told when I was starting that I was going to get a differential, basically get a pay increase for working a harder position, and it never happened. They said, well, your position is a lateral shift, so lateral shift positions don't get a pay increase. I'm like, well, heck then, all right, I'll just deal with it, I guess. And it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. It's like I could deal with it at first, but the longer it kept happening, I just felt less and less appreciated the more it kept happening. I just couldn't deal with that anymore. I just couldn't.
I remember that one time I had a beer there to pick you up, and they held you till like 7 or so in the morning, and it got me angry.
Yeah, that did happen. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I wanted to sit there. I wanted to punch the manager in the face. I really did. I really wanted to.
Let's see here. Most because I know the people. I'm just trying to keep up in the comments so I don't leave anyone out here. Funny enough, you've been offered a job in July working a vape shop for 14 an hour. That's not bad pay, actually. That's not bad pay at all. That's actually more than what I earn, and I do food work. I work as a cook basically in the deli. I earn 12. Was it 12.50?
Yeah.
Yeah, 12.50. It's I was earning 15 an hour at this other place I was working, but some things fell through and I wasn't able to stay. Yeah. I'm going to trim these ears really fast, the foam around the ears, because I want a nice smooth transition of duct tape to foam ratio. Yeah, good nice transition. Yeah, I mean, it helps if you know people at a place. It definitely does help. Yeah. And basically, like, customer service thing, if that's the kind of job you're looking at, just be respectful, smile, be knowledgeable about the product, be on time, and just be productive, and you're going to be fine. Like, totally. Because what you do well is going to outshine other people in the place. Because if you're doing the best that you can, it's going to show. You know. Okay, that's okay. I think I need a little bit more of a transition here with this foam, just a hair more. I'm guessing it was Amazon. Ooh, the comments really started popping. Hang on a second. I have certification through Samsung C++ and a background in technical, but where I work, they basically require you to be sales, tech support, and everything in between. Mm. Amazon. Daytime wise, um, I have to check my schedule for this week, but I know I'm off tomorrow. But I'm going to be working on stuff, of course. I'm doing my artist live stream tomorrow. But I'm trying to think. I know I'm going to have a day off during the week because I've been having these scheduled days where it's like every other day I'm working. I will just have to let you know because I have your contact information. I believe you're on Telegram. Of course, be of course be mindful if you have any illness symptoms and anything like that. Of course, just don't go if you're feeling. You know, we would have to plan something in the future. Just and follow guidelines and all that stuff. Social distance and all, like virtual hugs. But yeah, this looks pretty good. I'm gonna leave that foam there. I think that looks pretty decent. I'm gonna trim this side, and you'll notice that this side doesn't have any duct tape on it. That's because I'm only taping one side, and then I'm gonna flip the design over. I really like how you can just flip your designs over. It's pretty handy. If something doesn't quite match up, you just tug on it, stitch it a little closer until it fits. That's all it takes. That's pretty nice. These are like one of my favorite scissors. They're tiny, but they're sharp, and they can really get in those little tight areas. Yeah, scissor sharpeners are great to have. You'll see them at the store. They have a little slot for the top blade and then a slot for the lower blade. You put it in and you go like this, and you pull the blades out while you're cutting, and it sharpens them in like 3 pulls. It's pretty nice. I am. Let's see. Yeah, because my days don't stay the same, so I'm going to say off. Am I off a Tuesday, Fen? I think I'm off on a Tuesday. Fen? I think I'm off on a Tuesday. I'm asking my mate. She knows the schedule. I think I'm off on a Tuesday.
I pin our schedules in top of our chats.
Oh, that's right. Let me go back. Actually, I have Telegram. Let me bring up Telegram, actually, and take a gander.
You didn't say you do 2:30 to 10.
When's my next day off then after Sunday?
Thursday and Saturday.
Oh, I see. Holy Christmas. All right. Looks like my next days off are a Thursday and a Saturday.
Oh my god, I'm also off Saturday with you.
Skylar, are you available Saturday? This coming Saturday?
We're both off Saturday.
Because
oh my god.
my mate and I are both off on that day. I'm not sure what traveling you would have in mind, but of course, follow social distance guidelines and all that.
We need to go to the phone thingy and do the service switch too, because I have my pin and the count info.
Yes.
Because
Oh, what kind of fursona am I making? This is a feline-based fursona. I'll turn it for you so you can see. If you see the black, that is duct tape because I'm taping the pattern. My first time doing a cat fursona, so we'll see how it turns out. I think it's turning out pretty decent. I've done a lot of symmetrical checks, trying to make sure it's symmetrical and all that good stuff, so it doesn't get too wonky or anything. But I think it looks alright. Time for another cup of tea here. Oh, that's good. You know what's really good also is white. White tea is really good. It's so smooth. It makes it like if you mix it with a regular tea, like a black tea, it helps it get really smooth in flavor. Lots of flavor, but smooth at the same time. Striker Husky, hey, welcome. Uh, let's see. I saw something about BLFC or something in 2021, but then it said the message got retracted. So not a big deal. Not a big deal. Um, I think there will be some conventions that try to happen this year, from what I've gathered. They're not going to be anytime soon. They're going to be closer to like the fall, I think, the fall time. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. We're just going to try to heal as best we can as a country, as a people, as a world. Yes, I do miss conventions also. It's just the for me the thing of trying to afford one is, especially now, is kind of staggering for me because like I have a lot more debt now than I actually did starting 2020. At least I feel like I do. I might not, or it could just be that I've been like so many things going on that it's taken a lot of my money per se. Not so much that I'm in debt. It's more like I don't have a lot of spending money, if that makes any sense. Like buying equipment, services, just paying for other expenses. It's not so much like I have debts to pay, it's more like I have a lot of spending that needs to be spent. BLFC and MFF are happening this year. I wish them the best of luck, wish I could go. Never been to MFF, but I hear it's now the world's largest convention, world's largest furry convention, and I'd love to go. The thing is, it's almost always packed to the brim. It's almost always sold out, and there's almost never rooms. Like you have to do that thing called roomie, I think it's called, and then pre-registration. So like if you don't like pre-register, you're not getting in. Basically, it's kind of crazy, but yeah. Ooh, this stuff actually sticks really nicely to the foamies, which is good because I was afraid it was going to stick too hard, but it doesn't stick too bad. It's actually perfect. Yeah. Duct tape has got to be the most forgiving thing for foam. Like, works great on foam and on foamies. Sticks like crazy to itself, though. I definitely would not recommend it for itself. Like, don't stick duct tape on duct tape. You'll never get them apart. Okay. That's pretty nice. Sorry, I didn't. Yes. He gets stuck at work every weekend. Maybe you could refuse to work that weekend. because because you can. What are they like? I know this sounds kind of heartless for me to say, but what are they going to do? Fire you, or do they need you too bad to do that? Get someone else to come in and cover your shift for once. Let's see here. Yeah, you say you live in Cumberland. You could probably end up taking I-70 if I-70 goes through Cumberland. That would definitely get you there pretty quick. Well, before I go too much. Oh yeah, is it Riso or Riso? The suit that you have, or do you still have that suit? Because I remember you showed up at the bowling event in Maryland at the was it 2016 or so? I saw your suit then. Holy Christmas! Wow. Do you have any vacation time? Like, do you have time you can actually take off, like days? Because they have to give you some kind of vacation time, like, right? That'd be kind of unheard of. Like, you didn't have any way to take, like, downtime or vacation time. So I know in Maryland they have to. I think they are required to pay you sick pay or something like that. In PA, we don't have that. We actually don't have required sick pay. Like if you get sick, they don't have to pay you for your time off. Yeah, that's like one of the drawbacks, I guess, living in PA. But other than that, everything else is pretty nice. Like affordable to me, at least. Like I think it's a little more expensive here is gasoline, but groceries are more expensive. Housing is more expensive. Like the taxes, like you get yours, of course you get your taxes, but you get to keep more of your money as a whole. Like in the end, like I feel like you get to keep more. At least from my experience. In Maryland, like everything goes up in price like so fast. It's like you blink and then next week your $2 loaf of bread is $3 and so on. Okay, that looks pretty good. Got that taped. Looks like I'm almost done this head taping, which is fantastic. Also, too, I'm really feeling a lot better now since I've been able to start talking to you all again. Because like earlier today, it must have been the weather, but I literally could not get a like. I just felt so drabby. Like I wasn't sick. I just felt like, you know, when you have like those really dreary, cloudy days, it's just like the most ugliest weather outside. That's how I was feeling. I just like, ugh, I just want to go back to bed kind of feeling. But after some tea and after something to eat and then just starting the stream, I just started feeling a lot more energized, which is exactly what I need. Yeah. There's that. That's looking pretty fine. What's this say? Yeah, they could potentially fire you, but who are they? What? How are they going to replace? Like, you know, like I'm not feeling well today. I shall not go into work. We're going to fire you. Sure you are. Next day, you're back at work. Anyway. Like if you do a call out that I'm not going to encourage you that you should not go to work, but I'm saying if you call in and then you don't show up, that's not on grounds to fire you. But not showing up and not calling, that those are grounds that they could potentially fire you on. That's the infamous no call no show thing, which I definitely agree you should tell people if you're not coming in. Um, then let me try to. I'm gonna try to catch up on some of these comments. I do apologize. I'm kind of getting into my work here. Here we go. I'm catching up on these. Striker Husky says you're looking for your second suit, Sabertooth Husky, which you made from One for All. Ooh, that would look really nice. That'd be gorgeous. I'd like to see that when it gets done one day. That'd be really nice. Bring this just a hair closer. Let's see here. The dream occurred maybe twice or thrice. You must have said something previously. You had a dream that there was chatting with a friend on Discord. We were talking about having feelings for one another. Oh, I see. And how did that occur? Did it end in a positive result? Hopefully. Hopefully. Valentian Lion or Venetian, I think it's how I'm saying it, Venetian Lion. For someone who has never been on, let me try to talk proper here. Blah, blah, blah. For someone who has never been to a con, would MFF be intimidating? I would, okay, to be honest with you, I would start off with a smaller convention.
Furthermore, is a good example.
Here's what's going to happen. Okay, this is from my experience of going to large conventions and small conventions. Um, intimidating, maybe not so much intimidating as overwhelming. It's going to be bigger than life. You're going to have so much going on that you're not going to know what to do first. You're going to have events happening left and right. You're going to be going over here. Some of your friends will be going over here. You're going to be separated from some people, and you'll be matched back together again. You're going to be all over the place. And if it's your first convention, you're going to want to take it easy so you can get the best experience you could possibly get from a convention. And that's by savoring every moment of it. And the thing is with larger conventions is, uh, since there's so much to do, focus on quality versus quantity. If there's a panel happening and there's like 3 or 4 panels happening at the same time and you want to attend all of them, maybe try something else. Maybe instead of going to a panel, try a fursuit game, try fursuit games. Or maybe if they're having karaoke, do that instead. Do something that's going to enrich your experience more than try to attend every single event. Uh, Even in the programs, like the schedules, they'll even tell you you're not going to be able to go to everything. Like everything, you're not going to be able to make every single event. And they say that's okay. Just target on the specific ones you absolutely want to go to, and you'll get the best experience that way. So in that respect, I would say focus on smaller conventions for starting out. Not only is it going to be a little more expensive, little more cheaper potentially, but you're able to go at your own pace. It's not going to be such high energy, and basically you're not going to end up with this thing called post-con depression. What that means is when you're having such a high of this is like the best you've ever felt in your life kind of experience, because you're meeting new friends, you're having new experiences, it's a wild time, you're having a fantastic time, and then at the end of those 3 days after that it's over. Like you have to wait till next year for that convention to come around again. Like let's say you go to MFF and you have the best time of your life, and then like the next week after you're just like I'm having convention withdrawal. Some people call it post con depression, and that's just literally what it sounds like. You had such a thrilling, wonderful time, and now it's over. It's like, oh, I wish I could go on forever. And it's like a drug. That dopamine rush is being pulled from you now because it's over. So I'd say smaller conventions are a greater way to ease into that, so it's not such a volatile change in energy for you. Uh, Striker Husky, every job should give sick pay leave. I'm trying to make sure I'm keeping up here. Yes, that is true. MFF, you're going to have furs from all over the world attending that convention. You're going to have some from Australia, from Canada. You have from all over. Like if that's what you're looking for, if you're looking for that bigger than life, massive scale of influx of different talents and people from all over the place, different fursuits, different makers from Japan, from wherever. Yeah, MFF is a great choice for that. Definitely, if you want like high adrenaline, just heart thumping action and fun, and that's probably going to be the thing for you. Um, but if you wanted something that's more a slower pace for you, something that can help you kind of adapt to this if you're brand new in the fandom, then smaller conventions are the way to go. How I did it, I went to FA United, which was it's located in Herndon, Virginia. FA United is a it's actually a relatively small convention. I think I think it was a few hundred attended in 2016 instead of like thousands and thousands like the big conventions. And we had a fursuit parade that I think was 123 suitors in the parade versus like saying like 3 or 4 thousand fursuiters in like say like and it was nice. I went there by myself because it was my first time. I didn't know people well enough to room with other people, but that was great. And then after that, then I stepped up to the plate and went to Anthrocon. I'm like, let me try Anthrocon, see how that is. And that was it was huge. Like, and I kind of did that thing where I was saying where I tried to go to every convention and I kind of like missed out on some things. Like they had this event meet and greet YouTubers on the roof of the convention center, and I didn't know that's exactly what it was all about, and I wanted to go to this other panel and I missed that, but I should have went to that instead. But what also can help break the ice for you if you're new to this is attending fur meets. That's what I did also between my first convention and Anthrocon. I attended a few fur meets. Um, I went to this thing called a furbacue. That's where furries go to. It's out in the countryside. They have this property that they have like bonfire. Um, cooked food. It's like an outdoor buffet. It's like it happened like in a early fall evening. The air is crisp. And they have like large open stables and fields. There's horses out there, and it was really fun. It was really nice. They had a bouncy house. We played frisbee. We played soccer. Roasted marshmallows over the fire. They had karaoke at night. They had nighttime karaoke. They burned a couch in the fire. They literally chucked an entire couch into the bonfire. Fix this real fast. Let's see here. And then actually, what was it, in 2017, they actually burned a fursuit head. They actually tossed a fursuit head into the bonfire because it was a retired fursuit head. And the person said they didn't want to sell it. They didn't want to do anything with it. They said burn it. And we literally saw it was well worn, but it was a very well made dinosaur type head, and or some type, like a lizard, some type. That got tossed into the bonfire, and the glorious big flame of white and orange just showered into the night sky, sparks flying around. And you could just feel the differences in cold temperature of the heat of the fire and the chill of the night behind you. It was, excuse me, this is really cool. And also too, those fur meat events, they are minors can attend them, but they have to be with an adult. So minors can go. Um, it's PG-13. There will be some drinking there, but it has to be like within like you can't be like going crazy and such. You got to be respectful for other people and such, and don't get too rowdy. But a lot of people like to go to those. It's pretty nice. This has almost done. I just hope I get this complete. Oh, yeah, let me fix that. Check the comments here, make sure I'm keeping on track here. Oh, it's 10:21. Heck, that's fine. Potato salad. Okay, see here. You join Telegram. Multiple Telegram. Oops. Yeah, definitely. I would say join multiple. You could definitely. Telegram's a great place to start. I have a group of my own. It's not super active, but it's called Eastern Furs United. That's a group. Like I've tried to be active in it, but it's just kind of hard to do that. And YouTube, and Fursuit build, and tend to my other channel, and hold full-time job, and be in a relationship. There's a lot going on, But yeah, I would suggest there's this group called Small Sonas. I think there's a pretty good group. You got Small Sonas. You've got Anther Northwest Community Group. That's a great group. And you've got Rainy Day Furs. That's also a really good group.
I'm sorry, I was on a video I wasn't prepared for.
Oh yeah, Skylar, if you've got to get going, I will talk to you on Telegram. Yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine. Yeah. I'm going to try to flip between the stream and Telegram. I'm going to make sure I keep an eye on the chats here. This BLFC will be my 6th year in a row. MFF will be my 5th year in a row, and been to Texas Furry Fiesta for 3 years, and Further Confusion for 20 years. 20 years? 20 years? Oh, that's impressive. Holy Christmas. That's fantastic. Wow. So that means you started back in year 2002, right? That would be 2002. That's incredible. Wow, I've not been to that many. It's been a while. Yeah, like I literally think the last one I was at was, heck, I don't even remember. It was called the last convention. I guess it was more like a resort retreat, like a furry retreat. It was Western PA Furry Weekend, Wapafla. That was in 2019. That was great. That was nice. It was a it was a lower energy type of convention slash fur meet slash barbecue slash retreat, and I liked it. I thought it was nice. It was a lot of outdoor stuff, a lot of outdoor. There was a hotel, but a lot of the events were actually held at the outdoor retreat lodge. There was a lodge there. They had games. You had more all the, I don't know if any of you drink, but all the booze you could ever want. Um, they had they had epic Nerf gun battle. They had karaoke. They had dancing. They had we had raffles. We had I think they even had a bonfire. I'm trying to remember if they had a bonfire. I literally don't remember if they did, but they had food. They had um, meet and greet. They had an auction. They had charity auction. They had let me think. Artist drawing time. You can actually go in there and draw with different artists, do art trades, talk to different people from around different parts. It was just a place to, and it wasn't super expensive either. It's like the only thing that cost was like the hotel room, like for to go back.
D&D panel thingy there too.
But they had like it was just the overall experience of just going to a place where you can be together with other people and just unwind over the weekend. That was nice. Yeah. There's that. My Telegram is let me think. The @ Coaster T Fox. Like, you know how my YouTube channel has Coaster the T Fox? It's the same spelling, but you just drop out the word the. You just don't use the word the. Basically. And oh my hacking gosh, I just ran out of duct tape. Oh. Guys, what do I do? I just ran out of duct tape. This is unfortunate. I literally just ran out of duct tape. Oh gosh, I am not sure what I'm going to do. I think I have more, but if I don't, I won't be continuing with duct taping. Well, where's this last piece of duct tape going to go? Let's see. It should go right in here inside the ear. I feel that is the perfect spot for this. Just stick it right inside the ear. There we go. You know a duct taped ear. Crazy, isn't it? Gosh, I need to go out and get some more duct tape. I thought I had more, but apparently I just ran out. So, but this is what we have so far. Shiny black duct tape on the face, and this will be for the building of the fur pattern later. So what I'm going to do at this time, I'm going to take this magical silver pen you see here, which is probably blinding white because of the light here, but take the Sharpie, and it just looks like a latex like drone hood or something. It's so shiny and so bright. What I'm doing next is I am tracing the fur direction, which way I want the fur to go, and I'm also going to split the face down the middle. So right down the middle here is where I want the split to be. So I'll just do that. That just helps make things a little easier to read. That looks pretty good. Let's split this. Gosh, I wish I had one more piece of duct tape I could just smack on there for good measure. Is that a piece? Maybe is this a piece of duct tape? Oh man. Okay, it's stuck together. I'm not getting this off. Unless... Oh, wait a minute. I might actually get a little piece of duct tape off of that. That'd be awesome. Yep, I got a little piece off of it. So that means I can actually tape on this piece here to the bottom of the chin. That'll keep the line straight. Keep wibbly wobbling all over the place. Okay. Go ahead and get rid of that section here that we don't need. So yeah, this part here is where I take the pen and whoopsie daisy, drop it on the floor. Okay. So areas like the muzzle here, I will go ahead and draw out the direction of the fur. Huh, it's actually kind of tricky for me. I want the fur to go this way, away from the nose, like flowing away from the nose. Oh gosh, this is tricky. I'm not going to draw the designs on it yet because I want to make sure I have all the duct tape on it first. This area here will definitely have an in-cut, an incision, or whatever you want to call it, in here. So that'll separate the pattern pretty easy. I hope that's good enough. It'll be fine. And this, if I recall, also gets foam. Oh gosh, I gotta remember how fur patterns flow. Okay. This pattern goes like this. Just gotta remember that. This one can go the same way. Whoops. Can go the same way, but I'm actually going to go straight down because when I made my fursuit head, I did this idea where the fur was all going this way, and it kind of didn't flow as nicely as I wanted it to. So I'm going to fix that. Okay. Yeah, we're going to just go draw the fur like that. So yeah, we have fur pattern going this way, this way, this way, up, over, and then of course back. So here's a key difference here with this fur pattern. See this here on this ear flap? Or whatever. It's not an ear flap, it's a cheek floof thing. This is actually going to go up like this, or out. I want to make it go out, because I think out is going to work a lot better. So then when the fur goes out like this, it's going to droop slightly, giving it a natural flow kind of thing, like a natural flowy flow. So I hope that works. It should work. I think it'll work. Then you just got to repeat it on the back portion. So if you've ever seen those fursuit heads have those, like the cheek here, and then they have that little poof of fur, that's how they do it. They do this little piece of foam on the back there. And I actually found this out kind of by accident, by watching a maker make stuff. And I was like, oh, that's how it's done. Like, oh, it's cool. And then I just kind of experimented with it so I can actually create it. Now I have to... Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm glad that looks decent. The inside of the ear. We're going to draw a line going to the tip, because all fur on most animals goes to the tip. That. So you got that part drawn out. Here's the back part. Back of the ear. It's actually a little crooked, so I'm going to correct that. Normally, most people use like gray or silver duct tape, and then they draw on with the black Sharpie, but I only have black masking tape, so I'm doing like the complete reverse, which is kind of weird.
It was a video. I can't.
But it's looking okay, I think.
I can't talk about it. It's 18 plus.
Let me check.
Trying to keep it PG-13 over there.
Actually, I'm going to change the arrow just a little bit. That's going to be a really thick arrow, but it'll look fine. That's better. Fur direction looks good. Trying to see what else. I need to look at a reference of a cat because that makes a huge difference when drawing this. So this line's going to go backwards. Oh, let's take a look at the comments here. What is my telling? Oh yeah. What color will this fursuit have? It's going to be the color of this. Here, I'll show you. Grab this. These are the Fursona colors that this fursuit will have. Can you see right here? These two colors. Steel and electric blue. Yep, like this is actually a hair piece that I made. This is going to be for the hair. Show you basically what the hair is going to be like. So it'll be attached up there. It's going to have a nice little swoof of hair going on. But yeah. So there's that, and the tail and the hand paws are already done. I just have to get the head done. Yeah, because they've been waiting a while, and I don't want to keep them waiting any longer. Okay, so that's looking good. Okay, that looks fine. Draw an arrow going this direction. And then I think that looks pretty decent. I don't know. I don't think I need to do any other lines. Let me try a line here. Just to make sure. Okay, that looks good. And then I think that's looking pretty fine, mighty fine. Yeah, I want to leave it at that for these lines because I think that's as good as that part's going to look. And I've drawn in the cross hatches. I call these hatch lines or whatever because this is where the pattern will mirror itself and line up on the other side. So that's what these little horizontal lines are for. They'll help me piece this together when I pattern it. So yeah, there is that part. Looks pretty decent from what I can tell. Not too bad. This will be one of the separation lines I was mentioning earlier. This will be another one up here. I probably should just draw a light gray. Like that. There we go. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure I get this right, because this is kind of new to me. This way of doing it. Even though it is a stagnant head, it almost has like a moving jaw finesse to it, in a way. So yeah, this part is, I guess, technically done. This part. Let me see. I want to draw another line here for this side. I love to have the fur fluffing upward. It always makes it like a key difference for me when the fur fluffs in the nice direction like that. You know something? I almost wonder if I should make the fur going the other direction. I'm not 100% sure, but I almost feel like it should be going the other direction. Like, instead of going upward, maybe it should be going this way, but for now, I'm going to leave it alone going this direction, because I think that's going to be fine for this at this time. And then the eye area. Yeah. so that part is done. Let's see here. Telegram. Also, for Striker Husky, let me go ahead and throw. Hi, Lions Den. How you doing? Hey, welcome to the stream. Yee. Yes, we all go to MFF. We all go to MFF. Yee. Took a shower? Oh, good. That means you're nice and clean. Oh, $3,400. Mercy, that's. I hope that's a nice suit for that price. That is pretty awesome. That is. Whew, I could not afford a suit that expensive. Like, even though I'm a maker, I don't make that much money when I sell suits. Um, like this hat, I think it was 450 just for this hat that I'm making. Yeah, but that if you're getting really high quality stuff, then I definitely hope you enjoy it. Hope it works for you. So, anyway, here's the last of that tape. That's done. I'll have to run out to the store tomorrow and get some more tape. I know it's kind of annoying, but it's got to be done. But here's the cool thing. I can go ahead and at least make some more hair. Hey, I can make some more hair. I guess. Sure. Yeah. I can make some more hair. Let's see. It's 10:40 p.m. where I am. I will work till 11:30-ish. 30-ish. But yeah, tomorrow I just want to let everybody know that tomorrow is, of course, the artist live stream where you can potentially win a free artwork piece, absolutely free, by being one of the audience that gets chosen at random to have your original character or your persona drawn by me live on camera. It's going to be a traditional art piece, of course. Be filming that for you, showing me whipping it away for you, drawing that piece for you before your very eyes. And that'll be tomorrow, Sunday, the 25th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you need to know the place to send your references for the stream, you can send it to my Twitter, or you can email to me at thefoxstash@gmail.com. That is my business email. Please keep it business. It's just for those references if you are chosen in that stream to win a free art piece. So that'll be, I'll have that in the description for you as well when that does come around. That'll be tomorrow evening. I have it posted, of course, on my community page, the community page on YouTube. It's right there at the community tab. Just take a look at that. It'll keep you in the loop. Also, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell as well, because that will let you know when another upload is on its way, when it's ready for viewing. And to make sure that you get that notification, go ahead and turn on notifications in your settings. When you turn that on, you can choose whether to get every upload notification or only specific ones that you would prefer watching. Okay, that was refreshing. Let's go make some fursuit hair. Okay. I am making a few more pieces like the ones you saw, just like this. So I'll be bringing some more of those out. Let's see here. Check the comments. Yes, peppermint cookie. Yes, very good. Also, I will throw down my my thing here. Hold on a second, I'll find it here. I'm probably not going to do this very much, but I'm going to put my my Telegram down here. I don't do this very often. I'll probably have like was said earlier in the descriptions with a Discord server, so I can chat with everyone that way, or even just create a comment, not a comment, but like a side chat for my Telegram. But this is how you can send your references to me. This is another way you can send them to me. Let's see. Oh heck, let me see. Okay, that's the Telegram you can send your references to, and that way I can. If you're picked in the drawing, you will get your of course your Sona drawn in the live stream, and then I will get that. And then I will send that to you either through an email or through Telegram or other social media listing in the description. Excuse me. Okay, I'll grab some fur and go ahead and get this in order for you. Fantastic peoples. Oh, peppermint cookie. Let me go ahead and respond to that for you. Just check these really fast here. Let's see. Omega 1, that's a good idea, T-Fox. I might commission for my persona. No pay, free. Yeah, it's free. Yeah. That's what the live stream is going to be about for tomorrow. Like, if you are chosen as one of the winners, you get a free drawing. Free drawing by me. Traditional, it'll be sketched, inked, and color penciled and signed by me. Let's see here. Peppermint Cookie says, does anxiety make you think that people you communicate with are hating or against you? That is a good question. Sometimes I do have some social cue misinformation where I won't get a social cue either wrong or I don't fully understand what the person's getting at. And it very well could be that I'm having the difficulty understanding or they themselves are having difficulty projecting what they're trying to say. And what that can entail is that either, which I don't think this is it, that they don't want to talk to you, which, if that's the case, it's not a big deal. You're not losing any friends over it. You're not really, it's not a huge problem. But I will tell you this much: if someone is spending their time talking to you, they care enough about you that they want to spend their time on you. Because if somebody doesn't like you, they're usually not going to talk to you. That's usually goes hand in hand. If you usually now if they are if they do speak with you, but it's like not super long like conversation, it can literally mean that they're busy. That people have lives. That things get wrapped up busy. Some people work 4 jobs. Like literally, some people work 4 jobs. It's amazing how much people can work. Um, let's see. I'm reading over more of what you said. Oh yes, this is the fur that's going to be used in the fursuit. This is going to be used for the face and other parts that end up getting made. Yeah, this is called steel. It's actually not as smooth as you would think, but it feels nice. It does have a nice feel, and it doesn't bald. It doesn't have any. It's not thin fur. It's nice and thick, and it's specialty fur. I actually had to order this. I got it from Fabric.com, but it was more expensive than regular faux fur because of its length and its color and just overall just quality. It's pretty nice. Excuse me. So it says you get these running thoughts. I befriend people, whether online or personal. My mind would toy with me that that my friends are just using you. Excuse me. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. Okay. So from what you're telling me, you have insecurity, and that's very bold of you to bring that up. To actually, if not admit to yourself, at least to bring it out to the possibility that you have difficulty accepting that your own self worth, that you actually, which I think you're awesome. I think you're a pretty cool person. Definitely going to say I think you're a cool person. And there are different levels of friendship. There's the I know this person friendship. There's the they're my friend, we hang out friendship, and then there's the friendship that's, excuse me, that's at a deep level where apart. And most of the time, especially if it's social media, if you've never met the person, it's going to be very, this is the person that I know, or this is a person that it's an acquaintance with. If it goes deeper than that, it's because they legitimately want to know more about you, want to spend time with you, and it's usually not because they want something from you. Usually, now you if you have a service you provide, like if you're an artist or if you have a talent that's admirable by people, you may have more of a following that is based purely because they like what you do and not because they're purely in it just because they want to just because they want a friendship. And that there's nothing wrong with that. That's because you have talent and people admire it. Um, but that in itself isn't a reason to think that people are trying to use you. Excuse me. I'm not trying to say too much on this topic that sound because I'm not an expert at this, but um, from my experience, if they offer to let's put it this way, if they offer to repay in some way, if they're willing to meet you halfway, if they are willing to go the distance for you just as much as you are for them in some way, then no, they're not using you. Um, if they can't or they don't, but they have attempted to, or they are trying, or they're offering to make up to you something if they borrowed something, or they feel like, or even if they feel like they are using you, then it's likely that they're also not using you, but they're trying to repay you back and trying to be a friend in some way. It's just they don't have the means to pay you back at that time, basically pay back their end of the friendship or whatever the case is. Excuse me.
Oh,
Let's see. You like A? I like AW root beer. That's pretty nice.
I'm a box review person.
But the biggest thing of all, peppermint cookie, is that if you ever have those feelings come up to your mind, um, it never hurts to be transparent with that person. Like it at least something I mean, let me try to find a good example. Okay, so let me go and bring out this fur while I talk. Okay. If the person is if the person is not putting your interests first, if they're not being considerate, if they're not ever being considerate, and they're always looking for a way that they can benefit more than you ever benefit, and it's always going like that, it could potentially be that they are using you. Some people don't mean to use you. Some people are, what is the term? Um, Sociopath. Very controlling, naturally dominating people that sometimes accidentally use people without intending to. And if it's something that you feel needs to be brought up, you should bring it up, because here's the thing: a true friend isn't going to get mad at you and break off the friendship or whatever the case is, because that goes hand in hand with understanding. If they understand you and they really care about you, they're not. It takes a lot to drive someone away if they're a true friend. That's the thing. I heard the saying "friend to the end." That's basically what that's going to entail. Music is being a derp sandwich. Yay, hug peppermint cookie. Mm-hmm. A stream is doing a thing. Okay, that was weird. Is my stream still working? Yeah, it's still working. I had to make sure my stream didn't break. Okay. I want to swing over here, in theory, and grab these little attachment thingamajiggies. Oh my gosh. Come back! Charlie, no!
It's the same time again tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I think I got the pieces I need. I'm sorry I gotta go at the same time tomorrow. I'm sorry.
At least we overlap
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday.
Yes. There we go. Okay, so I'm breaking out the patterns for this hair piece here. I just put these in a really hard to reach spot. There we go. Okay, we're good now. Only thing is my live stream wants to be a silly sandwich and break off on me. Stop being a silly sandwich. If we're having any issues with the audio or the visuals, I apologize. My connection is kind of breaking up a tad. Is it raining outside? Oh, sounds like rain.
Oh, so it is.
That's funny.
Oh, that's Jesus, man. Think it was raining home.
When
Yes,
I was
spinning.
taking you? Oh, you, yes.
I was taking you.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh.
Okay. Well, I think the stream is still working, so I will check the comments here in just a minute. My laptop wants to kind of be silly. Just bad internet connection, but I think we're still live, so I want to keep going here with the camera.
And there's a person that is so cheap that they switch tuna salad for cat food.
Mm-hmm.
Like wet cat food.
I remember you telling me that.
You know,
Okay, that looks pretty good.
she's a millionaire. She has no right to sit there and be a cheapskate at the moment.
Mm.
She's loaded.
How does this work?
Her ex cleans for free. Wow.
I hear you. There we go. Hey, I hope everyone likes the sound of rain hitting the roof, because that's what's going on for the background music at this time. Apparently it's raining outside. Yeah. But anyway, I found the pattern. Here's the hairpiece. Here's the pattern that's going to be for the hairpiece. I literally have to create... this is going to be the electric blue, and this is going to be steel. And the reason for that is because the shape just like that. So yeah. This is the top hair poof, like so. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is create one more hair poof thingy. Okay. I'm having a horrible time getting this live stream to come up back up. Refresh. Reflash. Please, reflash. Well, I have notifications, at least. Okay. Yeah, my live stream is just really not connecting. I think we are still live. Yeah, we're still connected here.
Oh, it's you too. I was giving cat
Okay.
food sandwiches.
Okay, so earlier I was showing you how I did the hairpiece, where I put it on top. Oh yeah, heck yeah, we got the stream feedback up. Okay. Cool. Striker. Yeah, peppermint cookies. Definitely if you're talking to people that are brand new and such, it's okay. It's better to have fewer fewer friends that are good to you. It's better to have a handful of friends that are close and are genuine than a million friends that just say they're your friend. Remember, it's quality over quantity, because if you have tons and tons of people that say they're your friend, there's a chance that maybe 1% of that is actually genuine. I'm not saying that is the case, but it can be the case, and it's better to have a smaller number that's more loyal to you than having like followed like hundreds and hundreds of people. It's good to be outgoing and friendly, but just remember, not everybody's out there for friendship. Just clear and simple. Don't rush right into friendships. Take a gradual time. The more time you spend with someone, the more you're going to know about them. Yay, the streamy thingy is kind of back. I wish the weather wasn't so rough. There we are. Okay. I'm just trying to. Okay. So this was the original here. And this was the side swooping hairpiece, and it was going to be here. I would say. One, two.
Look on my chin.
No. See, I like that a lot. I want to go with. I want to make 3 of these, and then 3 of these. Like 3 more of these, because I want to make sure which one's going to look best, because if I make an extra, okay, I make an extra, I'll just, because I like how this looks, but then I also like how this looks. So yeah, kind of stuck in the middle there, but it's fine. I'll make 2 more of each, and then I'll see how that looks. Brilliant. Also, I might have to switch over to data only because of the storm outside messing up my Wi-Fi signal just a tiny bit. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for hanging in there with me on this stormy, misty evening. Very misty storm. Gosh, I wish I could get a pizza. It's too late, though. I have to wait till tomorrow. You know what I would really like to hear tonight during this stormy weather is a scary story. Con horror stories. Would that be funny if I got a strike from my own YouTube channel? If like my own audio was playing and it says, "We noticed you have copyrighted content." I'm like, it's my own content. What on earth?
I mean, it's happened to other YouTubers.
It has. This is weird. It's like who gave it a copyright notice? Like what? I'm just grabbing my pins and my silver. Are we still live? I think so. This connection is really rough. How would I feel if there was a furry virus?
You already know who the first 2 are going to sit there and try to go for it.
What kind of furry virus? that kills furries or one that turns people into furries?
We like the second option of the latter.
There's it really depends. It really depends. Like, going to make you a better person or a worse person. It really depends. I mean, that's what I think. That's why
Keep your personality, you turn into your personality.
I would say, like, if it brings out the qualities that you want in your Sona, then sure, that would be interesting.
Oh, don't worry. We'll also make sure we throw a ball of latex at your face too.
I mean, I'm not quite sure how going to work would be though. Like, because you'd have to, like, if you grew a tail, you'd have to make sure it doesn't get into stuff like get stepped on or catch fire or
That's
something.
where you gotta figure out how to make it wrap around your waist.
Just have a tail holder that just like holds your tail in place. That would be interesting for sure. Why am I doing it the hard way when I could just do it the easy way? Yeah, there's an easier way to do this. I can use a little bit of masking tape. Also, YouTube, you're just being a complete turkey sandwich to me tonight. Excuse me. Gosh, I want cookies so bad.
You want me to bring up some of my Bake Shop cookies?
Only if you want to. I'm not going to stop you.
Okay.
I have internet access, but it's so
It's being stupid.
It's so weaky.
It's being stupid.
It's being WikiLeaks.
Being stupid. Ow, my toesies.
Are they being stupid?
No, I just decided let's get Bedburn on my toes.
Bedburn.
Yes, Bedburn.
Is that the sequel to Brightburn?
It's like Rugburn.
Rugburn, Brightburn.
Stop it, or I'm not bringing them up.
Okay, I'll stop. Don't threaten me with cookie destruction. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to turn this camera around so I can see the comments because my computer won't work anymore. So bear with me, my fine folks. I'm going to turn the camera around. Here we go. Is that any better? Hopefully that is a tiny bit better at least. I'm sorry about the little mishap there, but yay! There's my horrible face. I'm sorry. I gotta do something about my face. Okay. Right when I flipped the camera around, YouTube is working again. How ironic. It's so ironic. But yeah, so when I draw on dark colored furs like this, I have to use either a color that's like more fluorescent or a silver pen. I believe silver will work on this, but black doesn't work as well. I think it works. I have to check the colors again. That's actually a good question. Would society treat furry people as animals or people? I think that first they would treat them as like freaks, like maybe like like science experiments. Maybe try to like. I know the government would be interested a lot in that. There would be some people that are like scientists that would want to know more about it. Some might actually get special treatment, like special privileges, per se. Because walking the line of human versus animal, I guess. But I would assume they have an intelligence. Who knows? Who knows? They might even have their own society, kind of like how BNA. Has anyone ever watched BNA? It's an anime. It's good. It's actually pretty decent. I've seen it. It's actually like that. Enjoyed it. Where the world of human and animal actually are separate, like in cities and such, where the people that they're anthropomorphic, but they can also shapeshift into human at times of the day or whatever. And then they can shift into an animal form. But because of that, regular people don't like them or whatever the case is, just for the sake of disliking things that are different. And I definitely feel that fear comes through ignorance. Knowledge is the way to go. You definitely need to have knowledge, because knowledge drives away fear. Knowing, if people have misunderstandings, it's because they have ignorance, and you need to enlighten people in that sense.
Oh, sparkling water.
Mm.
You spoiled me on this water. You know you spoiled me on that water.
Who did?
You.
Oh.
On Fiji water.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not used to having that kind of water. It tastes good.
I hear you. I hear you.
It's a 5-year-old. It's full at the moment.
Okay, so this piece is taped down. The reason I'm doing this is to keep my pattern together, because it's easier to draw when your pattern is shaped like this. At least I'm hoping it is. Okay. I'll poke this here. Actually, I probably should have just left it alone. Starbucks loves me since they know me as a they know your persona. That's fun. That's pretty cool. It's really cool, actually. So you've actually walked into the Starbucks dressed up as your Sona? That's pretty cool if you have. That's pretty sweet. I dressed up as my persona once at my old job years ago, and it was people were like you. People thought I bought it from somewhere. They say, "Where'd you buy that?" I was like, "I made it." They're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yes." Well, that was pretty cool. So anyway, what I'm doing here is I'm pinning this in place. So just like that. And then I'm gonna draw out the design. Tra la la la.
Why? You know the Shaggy memes?
Yeah.
They're bringing it back, and they showed Yami Yugi using that as his Exodia card,
What?
and
The
Kaiba is getting blown away from Shaggy. Why is he making a comeback?
such
Why?
immense power. The ultimate Shaggy or unstoppable Shaggy power.
God.
Peppermint. Striker's getting paddled?
Aww.
Why is Striker getting paddled? What?
The most deserved question to be answered.
What kind of paddle are we talking about here?
Man got paddled at Wapakwa.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah. Maybe. Not for him, though. Okay, let's see if I can go ahead and draw this design. Green shows up okay. Silver really shows up pretty decent. Black, kind of. I'm gonna go with silver. Silver seems to show up the best. Cookie. Hey, Skylar, welcome back. I'm glad you could make it back. You got Striker, you got Skylar. It's almost the same spelling, but the letters are kind of mixed around a little or something. Okay, I'm currently just drawing out the hair, creating some hair pieces. I'll get you a closer gander at what I'm working on. There you go. Because, yeah. We'll have to have some cookies here soon, because I'm getting kind of
You're lucky I gave you those ones. I'm keeping the other half.
So you're saying luck did this?
I'm keeping the last half on my side
Thank you.
because I'm in a craving mood.
So am I. It must be that time of the month.
You're not the one actually ruining your clothes, are you?
No, because I know when it's that time.
I'm sorry, my nose doesn't work. You want me to sit there and jump across
What's
the table?
that mean?
Oh, you know what I mean.
I don't.
Nose, honey, smell.
What's that got to do with what I said?
You know what I'm talking about.
No, I'm talking about the body language.
I'm going to break you, I swear.
Kit Kats are meant to be shared.
I don't share any of it. I will sit there. I will bust you, I swear.
Come on, give me a break.
You want to jump across the tape?
No, not now. Okay, yeah. The outline pattern of this one done, so I'm just taking off this hunk of chunk. Nice big hunk of chunk. I want my music back.
Someone found these two Twitter posts.
Yeah.
Well, one asked the question, the other one answered.
Mm-hmm.
And they did art for you. Yami Yugi standing there with a couple of people, and Joey Wheeler is the response underneath. And he goes, Christians, if you die and Anubis is waiting for you instead of Jesus, what would you say? And he goes, sick fursuit, Jeezy boy. And Seto Kaiba's stomping away angrily, and Taya and Tristan are just staring at Joey like, what are you doing?
Oh my gosh.
That is so good.
Mm-hmm. Let me get back to this.
Oh.
This is working pretty decent. That's good. So that's steel. Let's get back to the library. Libra. German Hofbräu restaurant at MFF. Many people got paddled as well fursuiters. Really? I didn't know that. That's interesting. Interesting. You're a professional bowler. Oh, that's cool. Professional bowler. Really?
I can still hear his voice. Gay, homosexual, gay.
Oh, yes, the shot drinks that come on a paddle, like on a tray.
Someone got hit with that.
Yes, I've heard about that.
Someone got hit with a paddle so hard it left a crack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
I've heard of that paddle. It's probably the legendary one. So I'm drawing out this. And this is going to get connected to the mainframe. Connect that, connect that. There. That'll get a decent connection. Okay, so for that part. And then with this, the steel, you got to flip the design as well for the other side. Striker, but the Hofbräu restaurant is no more, and now it's a pizza restaurant. The building is half the size of what it was before. Oh, really? Why did it close down? Did it get demolished, or did they move? Did they just move to a different place? That's kind of a shame.
Oh, God.
I wanted to try some of those places. It's kind of like the Fernando's at Pittsburgh. I don't know if it's still there anymore. Like that was the place to go. Like when you were At Anthrocon, people go there for lunch and such. But things happen.
I do love this thing that I found. I took a brief overture of each character, Yugi and his friends.
Hey, Johnson.
And Yugi says, I let a 5,000-year-old spirit possess my body during a violent confrontation. Joey says, I'm an ex-gang member and have set at least one person on fire, which he did. Tay, I purposely put myself in danger to see the spirit that possesses my childhood friend. And Kaiba says, I killed my real father and took over his company, only to make a death theme park to kill my rival and his friends. And the only sane, normal one is Tristan, because he has a sister, a dog, and a nephew that is very perverse and is still a baby, but somehow very mature. And he's the only one that actually has the right to say, what the flip. Then again, Joey's life is very hard and very harsh because his dad's abusive.
There we go. Try to make sure we check into the comments. Really? So the more drinks you bought, the more paddles you got? That's that. What a deal! That's a great deal. Gosh, goodness gracious, that'd be really funny. Maybe I should do that for like the 2,000 subscriber special. Like get paddled 2,000 times. Oh my gosh, that would be ridiculous. Oh my gosh, I wouldn't be able to sit down for a week if I got paddled 2,000 times for 2,000 subscribers special. Don't you even think about it. I already told them what I already sent in the video what I'm planning for the next big thing.
Oh, please let it happen, because I've been wanting to do that for a long time. These hands are
what I would probably do is I would say for every like this video gets, the next video I will set how many paddles I will get.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
So see, then it's not a set number. It could be anything from 1 to 100.
Still not
maybe.
There and make you nice and red.
Maybe. We're not gonna beat with like a pan or something. It'll be something.
I know somebody with a pan. I still want to say pan jokes. I'm thinking about the pan jokes that I tell.
Oh yes.
Yeah. But yeah, I like to sit there and paddle people.
Lock away the dishes. Tiffany's in the house.
She's sitting in the crock pot, slowly cooking. Just sensual pan noises.
You just see her sitting there with her legs crossed, like meditating in a crock pot.
You just hear her do the pterodactyl screech, and you see the gears fly out of her hair.
Holy Christmas! Did it hurt? Did paddling get hurt, or was it just kind of like a quick crack? Did they have you bend over to get paddled, or was it just like a stand-up thing? My silver. Oh. What? I almost dropped my silver.
Oh, they're talking about Shonen Jump, the game Shonen Jump.
Mm-hmm.
And the person can all the characters. And they go, have you heard that Jump Force game and how Yami's going to be in it? This is a huge surprise for me. And Yami goes, partner, we are going to battle Son Goku. And Yugi's like, God, I hope he knows how to play Duel Masters. So, I'm sorry. Okay, opinion time. That's gonna sit there. A lot of swords are probably gonna be drawn at my throat. I only like the English dub of Dragon Ball Z because Goku actually sounds appropriate compared to his Japanese dub, which makes him sound just like this almost. But yeah, his voice is very annoying. Changed my mind. I only listen to the English dub of Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z Kai, Dragon Ball Z Heroes. I will not listen to the Japanese stuff.
My internet is broken. Hang on, Siki.
Just fight me.
Hello, Quinn Animations. Welcome to the stream. Yes, it is soft. It's not the softest fur I have, but it is a soft fur. Steel. It's called steel fur. It's long length, and it of course looks like steel. It's a very unique type because it actually has multiple different types of color. You have silver, you have dark grays, and you have light grays, and they're textured. So it's got a very realistic feel. It feels like real animal fur, which is kind of nice. It's not like most faux fur where it's extra silky and smooth, like this blue kind you see here. This is a little rougher, but it has that more realistic texture. And this is going to be for my costume I'm making, which is going to be a cat. It's going to be a short-haired domestic house cat, and it will have some areas of long tufts of fur. You just want to dive into the fur and snuggle it. I wouldn't blame you. It does. It is really soft, especially if you have a complete fursuit made of this, and you turn the suit inside out, and then you put it on. I heard it's really, really soft when you do it that way. Like, make a nice little, nice kigu out of it. There we go. I know some people that have done that actually made like fursuit kigus, and I heard they're super nice. Okay, that's. And this, that should do the trick. Okay, that's looking pretty delicious. All right. Whoopsie daisy daisy. Let's draw that. Now, the funny thing about this is I'm not labeling the hair pieces left or right because I want them to be able to be flipped just at random. So they don't have what's that word called? A assigned position. So like this hair piece could be facing this way or it could be facing this way. So that's what I like about it. Just flip them as needed. Flip them like a pancake. Flip that. Pull this one out. I wish I could have some chicken noodle soup. That sounds so good.
Okay. First you wanted your tea. I brought that up. Then you wanted your cookies. I brought you up. Then I want you. I'm not your mom. I am your girlfriend / they them boyfriend.
Technically, I never asked you to bring anything up.
I feel like I have to do this because
you offered. I was like, well.
I know, but the thing is, I feel like I have to because we're always in it together. So I just do it. And I feel like it's my obligation, even though it kills my feet.
What? Thank you.
People would be sitting there just looking back at it and be like, yo.
Okay. Oh no, the Wi-Fi died. Did the Wi-Fi die? No, we're still good. Okay. This is the video of me getting paddle MFF. Yes, I actually am excited to see Resident Evil 8. I'm
9-foot mom. Oh, yes.
I would say that I say a lot of people are just really wanting to get into that right away. A lot of people getting like the early access video game releases. I'm just like, man, that would be fun. I actually have considered like possibly getting into gaming and such, and I actually wanted to possibly try it. And just I just don't have the means to do it yet. But you know, when it comes out, when the full release comes out, I want to see the Markiplier version. That's like my favorite, like video game, like play, like basic video game or whatever new game, especially Resident Evil. He's the one I want to watch. Give me a second here. Let me fix my laptop. There we go. But like when it comes to like to other Give me a second. I cannot get this thing to work right. Excuse me. Okay, but basically, whenever I see other like gamers tried and such, either the reactions just aren't the kind I'm looking for, or the volume is too soft or too loud. And when I hear Marks, it's just like he knows how to like get the experience out of it. I do kind of miss, however, his old way of how he used to respond to video games. Like he used to have a lot more energy, and I think he's got a lot he's working on. He's working on a lot of stuff as of late, and it takes a lot of energy out of him. But I still like his videos a lot. I still really do. Now, him and Jacksepticeye are probably some of my favorites. What I like when Jack plays games, I like games. The games that Jack plays would be things like God of War. Like that's the stuff that Jack plays well. Resident Evil stuff, it's good, but I just like how Mark has that. He turns on that Darkiplier type, the Markiplier dark voice, creates more menacing atmosphere and such. Especially when Mark has a head cold, he really gets a grovelly, rough voice. It's pretty cool. We go pop in the commentaries.
Any given conversation between Yami Yugi and Kaiba is just connected the two dots. We didn't connect crap.
Well, here's the cool thing. If you do manage to get a PS5, it's backwards compatible, so you'll be able to play all of your older games on it. At least that's from what I have heard. And yeah, I'd say Resident Evil 7 is where things like got real, like the gameplay changed for everyone. Like with the Baker estate and such, huge turnaround. Like the idea, the idea where it's like first person and such, that was nice. And then I love the Resident Evil 2 remake. That's when just I literally had trouble sleeping for 3 nights. Like it was ridiculous. Like it shook me up so much. I had what do you call it? Stuff hypertension. I literally had hypertension from it because it was so stressful to watch. Like when zombies come out and gonna bite your neck, just jumping on you, and then you got this screaming blonde person. Remember the like it was in the near the police garage near the dog kennel. If you would enter the room right away, you would hear the blonde scream, and then you would just flashbang her with one of those bombs. It was funny. But anyway, there's that. So I'm just cutting out these. I'm cutting out these next. Yeah. Yeah, the only thing I've ever had personally with gaming systems, I had a PS1, GameCube, Nintendo Wii, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and then just some knockoff store brand games like Ultimate Driver, this little handheld knick-knack type games. Nothing actual mainstream other than the ones I mentioned previously.
I forgot this was a thing they did in Duel Links.
Go ahead and pop this in here.
They also on random occasions they'll give little random trivia quiz things or whatever when you're downloading a patch or some extra data. And they should want have Yami Yugi's in there, and they go, "What is this character's ace card?" The 3 choices: Dark Magician, Blue Wizard. The third one got me laughing.
Music, very good.
Dork Magician. Why is Dork Magician a choice?
That's much better. Okay. Some peppy steppy music. Oh yeah. It's probably getting late, isn't it? Oh yeah, you've played the original Resident Evil 2. Yeah, my mate did that years ago, and it was it made her upset because it was, at least from what I recall, her telling me, scary. Of course, scary. And then when they did the remake, the number 2, I was just like, oh my gosh, like, whew.
It was more than I could tolerate. A lot more than I could tolerate.
I really like how they it was a slow burn horror, but it had moments where the suspense level just got critical. I do like that. It wasn't just like an action shooter game. It was stealthy. It had atmosphere. It had just all the horror just like right behind the corner, right around the edge of the corner. Something could grab you like a pull you under. There was almost no areas you could rest. Now, if you play hard mode, if you play expert mode, you can't. I think it is. You don't get an autosave, and you can only save a few times during the game. But you can only save if you find the typewriter ink spool. You have to find an ink cartridge for the typewriter. There's only a few in the game. You have a lot less bullets, you have a lot less health, and the zombies are a lot more and they're a lot faster. Yeah, I think it's called Nightmare Mode. Gosh, I should play. Oh my gosh, I should totally see if I can get that from my laptop. It probably will crush my laptop, but I have an external hard drive, so maybe I could get by with it. Does anyone know if I could potentially play on my laptop behind me here? It's a Lenovo Yoga. It's not a gaming laptop, but I do use it for video editing because I heard it's good for video editing. But if I have an external hard drive, do you think that would work potentially for video gaming? Because I'd like to branch out my channel a little bit more. I definitely think it needs a little bit more, not variety, but just something to distinguish it a little bit more. Because I can do crafting, I can do talking. I feel like almost anybody could talk. But when you have something besides just talking, sounds like like a video game or something. It's like you can express your own style, your own strategy, and like I'm not really huge into video gaming, but I do like to play a lot of competitive racing games. I'm not trying to brag by any means, but I really like Mario Kart. Love Mario Kart. Forza Motorsport. A lot of racing games. Burnout. Really like those games. I'm gonna grab some more fur. I'm just gonna be a second. I'll be right back. Grab a few more fur pieces.
Just knocked the ring light off.
Drag. Sorry about that, folks. Ring lights. I'll just be a second. Carefully step over the tea and cookies. Okay, if you thought that fur was nice, there's this. We got this. This is electric blue. At least I think that's what it was called. Now this stuff's really soft. This is like really soft. Like you just want to keep rubbing your fingers through it. It's so good. Okay. I'm trying to get this down in one piece here. Here's the opening. Okay. We're good. That's pretty cool. Where are my patterns at? Where'd they go? The patterns are missing. Well, here's one of them. Oh, there's the other one. Okay, I found it. We're good. I'll lose my pattern. Yeah, so Resident Evil 3 remake. I feel like it didn't take the liberties that Resident Evil 2 remake did. Like it had, I definitely feel it had potential, but I feel like the villain was a little too straightforward. It didn't have the lure, the allure, the mystery. It was a bit more straightforward. It was kind of like, here's the bad guy, run from them. And you didn't always have that ominous presence like Mr. X. Like you would hear his stomping footsteps in Resident Evil 2 remake. You just felt like you're always being chased. And in Resident Evil 3, it's almost like it's like, okay, this is what you got to do, now go do it. It was about like point A, point B, and That's what I didn't like. I did like how it had more exploration of the city, but just I think that's what it was mostly. It just seemed a bit more straightforward, and it didn't have quite the depth like number two had. I felt like number two had a little bit more of a more story, more backstory, and with like the ending was too abrupt. I felt like there wasn't enough closure in Resident Evil 3 remake. It was okay, Nikolai he gets left behind, the city blows up, end of the game. I'm like, what? That's it? Like, I feel like the tofu mod had more backstory than Jill Valentine did. Yeah, like especially when like you know how the Resident Evil 2 you could choose to either play as Leon or Claire. I feel like the Claire story had a lot more emotional impact than Leon. Leon was more it was bigger on action, bigger on the romantic side, and then the other was the mother and daughter triangle, or not triangle, but we actually call it triangle because you had work, which pulled the mother away from the daughter, but then you had her love for the daughter that she really wanted to try to be with, but her work kept pulling her away. So it really made the dynamic a lot more hot and made it a lot more volatile, and it had more weight. It had more weight to the story, more meat to the story for that reason. But one of my favorite parts too is when Sherry threw the acid on Chief Iron's face because he was I don't know what his problem was, but he was a gross guy. I felt it was pretty gross. There's that. I'll grab my little paper weights. If I can keep track of my own things. Here we go. My peppy weights. Got my peppy weights. I love having a fun at cons and to help and to help charity. Yeah, absolutely. I like having fun as well. I feel I definitely feel like I'm getting more into helping charity than I used to, which is a good thing. That feeling of knowing that you're helping in some way, even if it's just a little bit of impact, help you feel good, makes you feel good. Excuse me. Yeah. I know that charity raffles are a nice way to have fun while bidding, knowing that it's going towards a good cause. But I really like those charity live streams. That's a lot of fun. I participated in one so far because I really didn't know what they were about when I first started out with those. It was called Furs for Life with TK Wolf Pup, and that's where they would do things like play video games for 24 hours straight, or do things like stay up for over 24 hours, and every hour they stayed up, like a certain amount of money would be donated or raised for charity, and you could drop your donations as well, and all that would go to the St. Jude Children Cancer Research Fund. That was pretty awesome. I think they host that every year, and I think that's the only video he actually puts on his YouTube channel is that one. But it was nice. It was pretty cool. I did do a donation, but doing stuff like that I think would be kind of like a fun way to give back to the community and such. Just instead of always like give me, give me, give me. It's like you give to other people that can't afford treatment, or people that need to give just need some recognition too. So that part's done. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I would like to see if there's more ways I could help charity like as of late, because I'm not really quite sure where to go to ask, except like I know some people's like help at like soup kitchens, and like that I guess that is a way to help. Like that is a great way to help. And just if there's some way that I didn't have to, I mean, like how much time, I don't know how much time that would take. because someplace that's well, because I know pandemic wise, but someplace a little closer to home could potentially be great because of where I live. Like the nearest one that I know of is in the next city, I think it is. But if there was like some way I could like help financially, if like maybe some financial way or some way to spread awareness or just some way to help out in that way, like help get more food to the food kitchens and such. Or are they called food kitchens? Or are they food? What are those called? Are they called food kitchens? Where people go get that they can't afford to buy groceries, go there and get the groceries for little to no at all. Because I did help at one 10. That was an enriching experience. It was in the next city, but I helped there for a few weeks. But there's that. But I definitely like to find some way to actually help improve the kind of food um, that's being given to people from these food kitchens and these food banks. That's what's called food. Because a lot of it's prepackaged goods. It's not necessarily the best nutrition, and I feel that really could be some kind of improvement there. And I feel the best way to do that is providing the funds that the place needs to buy the proper kind of groceries, fresh produce, fresh meats, fresh dairy, and just vitamins, and then of course the other small necessities like clean drinking water if they can't have that. Things. You know, um, I think that would be a nice way to help out because I actually heard that's what they really need is actually the funds to buy these fresh produces and such. Because a lot of the prepackaged stuff is loaded with sugar and preservatives, and yeah, it's cheap and affordable and such, but it's not nutrition dense. That's what a lot of low income families need is proper nutrition. Um, so that. Okay, I'm ready to put this part piece together. So I'll cut this one here. That's set up. I will check the comments here in just a second. I just want to cut out these pieces here. Keep moving on a little bit, just get a little progress. So let's see what we got going on here. Also, thank you all so much for all the likes. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Gave 1,000. Oh, awesome! Gave 1,000 to charity. That's awesome of you. Which convention was that one that you gave your donation? It's pretty awesome. Like man, I if I had 1,000 like to give away, like man, like I can barely afford to go to the grocery store myself. I'm just like man, if I could give like the first. I would say probably like the first few thousand I make from YouTube, I would definitely try to give that to a worthy cause. Like it's like yeah, I could spend it on myself, but just give back a little bit sometimes because I've had people help me along the way in my life, and I feel I should give back. One day, give back in some way, and then like a medical bill comes in or some kind of like the car falls apart or something kind of deal. But one day definitely would like to try to give back in some way, even if it's through like I mean giving my time in some way. Like yeah, maybe I should just go to a food bank and just like a few times. Well, let's see, on a day that I'm off or something, just spend a few hours there and help them out or something one day. That could be useful. Because if they say sometimes help a person person's time is worth more than money sometimes. Because they're giving their time for free, you know. They don't want anything in return, just want to help. All right. This piece is cut out. Very nice. Okay, just gonna lift this piece out. I hope I did this right. Ah, the heck with it. If I didn't, I didn't. It's fine. Did I do it right? I hope I didn't cut out the wrong piece. If I did, it's fine. I need this piece anyway, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, I did cut it out wrong, but it's okay. Like I said, I'm going to use it. It's fine. I just thought it was kind of funny that I used the wrong piece. That's silly. So basically, it's going to be another large hair poof piece kind of thing. Like I said, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You're having a headache. What happened? Peppermint cookie, are you okay? Why are you having a nosebleed? Are you... this piece you saw earlier, I'm turning it inside out so I can properly see the thing I'm looking at here. Just making sure this is correct. That is all. That is all. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's correct. I just mixed it up a little differently, but it's fine. Yeah. I thought it was correct, and it is. It's fine. Totally fine. Oh, I messed it up. I got it all flustered, but it's fine. We'll just brush it out. It'll be good as new. That's the nice thing with furs. You can always brush it out, make it look nice again. Most of the time. You just gotta be really cautious with it. You don't rub it too much. There we go. Okay, so here's our two pieces. I'm gonna go ahead and pin these and I'm gonna sew them together. I'm going to try to reach that thread, which I keep putting my stuff way over there. Pardon for the random close-up of my neck. What's that say? Oh, well, I'm sorry your nose is bleeding. Just pinch your nose. Try pinching it. That should help. Put pressure on it. That'll stop the bleeding. Here, up to your parents. Well, congratulations to your parents for the achievement and for helping people people in need that were less fortunate. Very nice of them. Very good. Absolutely. Like sometimes if I'm driving like somewhere and I'm passing it near a shopping center and I see someone on the corner of the sidewalk and they're looking for some extra change or something, I'll just take my what is it, my the change, like in my change drawer thingy or whatever in my car, those kind of things. I'll just empty that and just hand that to him, and I'll just say, God bless, have a great day, and I'll even tell him, say, like, there's a place over here that's hiring, go check them out, because you can't be on the streets like this all the time. I don't want people to always be on the street. That's like one of my deepest fears is like being afraid of being homeless one day. I don't ever want that to happen because that is not fun. I know it's really. I've heard stories about it. pretty rough. I just had the randomest phantom smell of fried chicken for some reason. That's really weird. I'm not sure why I had that. Okay, here's the piece I need. Where's my wonder clips at? Okay. Yeah, I got my wonder clips. Yay! It's actually relaxing hearing the rain falling outside. I wish I could play some, like, maybe a copyright free soundtrack of some rain falling outside. That'd be kind of nice. There we go. All right. Also, if Peppermint Cookie, if you're still here, I'm smelling your family's cooking. Could be. That'd be pretty awesome. Should stop by for dinner. But you mentioned about me and my ASMR earlier in my the ASMR furry boyfriend, and I appreciate that. Thank you. I really do like the feedback, and I would like to make more. Um, the one I had in mind was about the furry virus. It was actually about a virus that's basically making people sick and all that yada yada stuff. But the cure is actually what turns you into a furry, because that's the only way to survive this virus, this new type of virus, and that is by taking the personification shot, and it ends up turning the person that takes it into a persona or their persona. But of course, it amplifies your qualities, the qualities that make you who you are. So if you're more of like an outdoorsy person, you might be a golden retriever, or you might be more feral, you might be on all fours, or you might be two-legged. Basically, whatever your components are that make you the type of person you already are, it magnifies those. And you have to, like, I would do the little introduction. It'd be like the furry boyfriend ASMR, but it would be more of like the role of a doctor. And I would tell them, like, by signing this contract, you are agreeing to this treatment, and once you take it, there's no going back. And I describe what you could expect to experience as side effects, what the vaccine will do, that kind of thing. I just thought it was a cool idea. And I actually have some of this already written out in a script that I could read. Yeah, I should try that when I get caught up with my other video ideas. Because I have a feeling this is going to be relatively fresh information for quite a while. Hopefully. I have fur all over my face, and it's kind of tickling my face. There we go, that's better. So, yeah, currently I'm pinning this, and I'm going to start sewing up this side. I wish I could use a sewing machine, but it's not accurate enough to get this really fine-tuned sewing that I want, so I gotta hand sew it, but it is what it is. I just get my fur stop tickling my nose. Okay, you're about to witness my professional sewing, hand sewing skills. Okay, here we go. I am actually not very fast at sewing, but I'll try my best. Give me a second. I got so much fur tickling my nose. Holy Christmas. Okay. Just pop it like that. There we go. Just like that. Perfection. There we go. Like, I don't know if any of you can hear the rain outside, but there is a lot of rain going on. Yeah, totally, totally. There we go. Excuse me. Whew, my throat. Yeah, I got to do a total of 2 of these and 2 of the others. That'll make 3 of everything together. 3 of each hairstyle type. So you have a nice big fluffy stack of hair on top, and then you have sweeping bangs on the sides. That's the idea. There we go. Do any of you here like balloons? Because that's going to be, hopefully, going to be my next upcoming video. The one about the subscriber balloon count, where I put over 1,000 balloons in my bedroom. Yeah, that video's almost done. I really would like to get that done this weekend, so I might work on that after some more sewing. I gotta spray paint some plastic for a fursuit nose ring that I made earlier. That looks pretty sweet. It came out pretty nice so far. There we go. Goodness, this is such a nice night for a scary story. Man, I wish I knew some good scary stories. Yes, scary stories. Cooster tells a scary story with lo-fi music playing in the background. Gosh. Like, I could tell a good scary story, but I would probably have to be weird when I get super tired. I'm talking very weird.
What? You were talking about some weird divine entity coming out of the apartment brick wall.
Mm-hmm. The wasp. The giant wasp thingy.
What?
Mm-hmm.
You never said it was a wasp.
I didn't?
No.
I didn't. I thought I did.
No. You said it would pull, it had its arms out like that and it was pulling itself out of the wall.
Oh.
Yeah, you never said it was like a wasp thing. No.
Oh, well then. I must have left that detail out.
Yes, you did.
Interesting. The washing machine monster. You just see it slowly lifting the lid up, peeking out through the crack. It's looking over across the room. It's like the reason why the washing machine rocks around when it's washing. There's really something inside of it. Like, and it's not laundry. Since Snellcons, maybe ask to see your vaccine. True. They actually might be doing that, which would be kind of a nice idea, I guess. For conventions, people ask to see your vaccine ID card. It would help with a lot of confusion, of course. People saying, "Yeah, I was vaccinated." It's like, "Can you prove it?" It's like, "Well, here's my card." It's like, okay.
That's so cool.
Got to get your microchips.
Yeah, Tristan.
There's some people say like, "You're getting microchipped by the vaccine." You're like, if they wanted to microchip you, they could have done that long ago. It's like, why would they even need to microchip you? They have this thing called cell phone tracking. They know where you are. If you have a cell phone and you have service, you have, they're going to find you if you have your cell phone on you. They have your photo ID. They have your state ID, your driver's license or whatever. They don't need your photos from Facebook to find you, to know anything about you. But anyway. Carpet kitchen. Carpeted kitchen.
Oh my god, no. No.
A
I
carp.
can talk about that from experience. That's a nightmare.
Yeah, that'd be a really scary story. The carpeted kitchen.
Let's not
That's funny.
talk about the time that I sat there and
That's funny.
I
Carpeted kitchen's pretty funny.
I dropped my mom's favorite red wine on the carpet in the kitchen once.
What color was the carpet?
What do you think?
White. Why would you have, what the heck? Why does someone have a white carpeted kitchen?
Because my mom thought it would look nice, and my dad said, "Okay, but we're only gonna have a little test area, not like too small, not too
Oh,
big,
yeah.
but just enough because you know how small my kitchen was.
Mm-hmm.
Took up probably
Spanish.
maybe a quarter of the room,
Dear
and
gosh.
and what made it worse was that it was near the refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Nothing to whine about.
And
It's
so we had
alright.
to sit there and
It's wine.
get all of it off from the floor.
I don't know why someone would do that. It's like you're in a padded cell.
It's like
I guess
why
they
would
want their
anyone
casserole to bounce in case they drop it.
why anyone would have a carpeted kitchen is the same question as why would you carpet your entire bathroom floor?
Like, why do people carpet their toilet seats?
You gotta have a warm butt if it's cold outside. And if it's cold in your house and you got a cool seat and your butt touches it, that's not a good thing to feel when you're still wanting to sleep.
Honey, that's why toilet paper was invented. You put down some toilet paper to break that contact.
Yeah, it's called. I would have to do like at least two like neat wads in order to make sure I don't have a cold butt.
Just hover. Just kidding.
No.
Just do the hovercraft in the public bathroom.
I'm not doing no hovercraft.
Do the hovercraft. That's what you got to do in these uncertain times when you go to the bathroom in public. You just hover over the toilet.
Oh, it's called if I want to sit there and have alone time in the bathroom. It's called trigger my lactose intolerance.
My lactose intolerance?
Trigger my lactose intolerance. What is lactose intolerance, hon?
E.
You lactose intolerant to the letter E. Are you lactose intolerant to electrolytes?
Lactose tolerance.
Oh my gosh.
Just drink a bottle of Elmer's glue because it's non-toxic. Nothing to worry about, right?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it says right on the bottle, safe, non-toxic. Like, bottoms up. Drink. Ooh. Whisker wash. There we go. Yeah, I actually have seen videos of people doing that to toilet seats. That's crazy. That was like a thing. I don't know what I think it was like a thing in the 70s or something. And the vacuum starts to slowly follow you. Are you talking about like the creepy pasta, or are you talking about like in the kitchen? You just have your Roomba, your little army of Roombas just waiting to be let loose in your kitchen, just near. That's funny. Have any of you heard of Splat Fennec?
I was about to ask, are we talking about Splat?
Because she is the Roomba mama. She like has little Roomba babies. Ouch. Like all over the. I think she's got like 6 or 7 or maybe more Roombas. Like she'll go to like yard sales and other things, and she'll she'll refurbish them and she'll just keep them then as her little children. This hairpiece is coming along pretty nice. Just got to keep focusing on it, and we'll be all set. It's gonna be a fantastic hairpiece. Hair poof, hair tooth, poof. Oh, Super Bowl. You say you like the Steelers? Is that your favorite team? It's funny because like as soon as people step into Pennsylvania, it's like Steeler territory. It's like literally as soon as you cross into a different state, suddenly the team changes. Like when you're in Maryland, just over down by the state border, it's the Baltimore Ravens, and then if you're in PA, it's the Steelers, and if you're in Miami, it's the Dolphins. I think that's how it is, or something like that. Wait, doesn't isn't there two football teams from Washington State? Because you got the Washington Redskins and then you got the Seattle Seahawks, right? I think that's how that is.
The Washington Redskins is based in DC.
Oh, it is.
Yes, they're representing. They're
Oh,
more. They're more.
oh, District of Columbia is where the Redskins. Oh, okay, I didn't know. Sorry.
Seattle. The Seattle Hawks are.
Seahawks.
Yeah, they're.
Okay,
Ugh.
interesting.
If you want to understand more on football, you can ask my dad about that.
Mhm.
He will tell you everything you need to know. Because we had a distant relative who played for the Redskins.
Tell me about the yellow flag and the false start
Oh, good
and
lord.
holding, about the infamous holding fifth down at the 15-yard line. Or something. The entire house of vacuums follow you. Oh my gosh. I don't want to get like murdered by vacuum cleaners. Oh my gosh. Or should I say like deep cleaned by them? Like they would just like start. They would like suck. Like I would get sucked into a vacuum and just slowly get pulled into like the vacuum bag and just. And nobody would ever know I was there because I would be stuck in the vacuum. It would just swallow me whole, like the whole vacuum. Come on, giddy up. I'm adding another piece of thread because I'm starting on the other side. I'm probably going to break here for some cookies here. Just hmm. I keep getting fur in my mouth.
That's the price you pay when you work for fur.
Fur. There we go. That's better. No, they're called Washington, Indiana. Oh, they're just called Washington now. Okay. If the vacuum cleaner was to catch me, it probably. I'm not sure. I would probably end up breaking it because I'm too thick to fit in it. It would just stop right at the hips, and then it would break the vacuum. It's like being bored by a vacuum cleaner. Just like the hose nozzle just expands to your size. Huh? What is that? Well, I'd say the best way to handle telling somebody that you like them is instead of straight up saying that I really really like you and whatnot, you just you bring it in gradually. You gradually compliment, and then you just you know, bring it up as like a friend-ish friendship type thing. Is you don't ever want to come on too strong, but like that kind of thing. It's building up trust over time is the way to go. Find common interests. That's a great way to start. Find common interests on things that you both like. Try to get some time virtually together or whatever, or even in person after pandemic times. But just look into those manners. That could help start things off on a better foot. Let them know that you're there for them. If this is really what you want, of course. Excuse me. Goodness. So I'm gonna have to take a little drive out to the store tomorrow, get some more duct tape. I just dropped my thing. Excuse me. There's that. Say, has anyone heard of the game coming out? I think it's coming out this year. Uh, it's from the franchise God of War, and I don't remember the title of it, but it's supposed to be the part after they get back from Asgard. They get back from these different realms. They return back to Midgard or Earth, back to their home after the long mission, and that would be Kratos and his son Atreus. And Thor comes to pay them a visit. Yes, the Norse god Thor comes to pay them a visit, and I really can't wait to see what's going to happen next because he appears at their place in the middle of the night, and Ragnarok is supposed to have begun. So I really like to see how that would turn out. Because the last one they had, the God of War 4, that was beautifully done. It was so cinematic, like uncut, like transition from the cutscenes to the gameplay. It was beautiful, really nice, and they kept it true to the well a lot of the aspects of it really well. Do 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 do. This is how we do it. Yep, that is true because it's the Steel City. That would be cool if he was. Voice actors, but the people that are in it though really sound really great voice actors from the ones I've heard so far. Really good. It's pretty sweet. Like in the original God of Wars, he actually was in Sparta and fighting the different gods. It was it was epic. The battles were just so intense and just so well done. Really nice. I mean, Kratos has died so many times. I can't even get over how many times he's died. Either died, been on the brink of death, died, went to the underworld, came back again. He's quickly well, he's actually part god. He's actually a descendant of Zeus. His mother and Zeus, they of course had a child together. Zeus left as the dead that he is, and he was raised in Sparta. And as it went on, nobody actually knew who his father was. But then one day Zeus sent Ares and Athena to capture him and imprison him or kill him or whatever the case was, and they mistaken Kratos for his brother because of a birthmark defect, and they thought that he was the one that was the special one and such. And it turned out that Kratos was actually the son of Zeus, so they took the wrong kid. And it's really a great story. It's so poetic and just so majestic how it's written out. It's really good. Like if you've ever, even if you don't play the game, just watching the story of it, how it's told, it's like it's like a poetry, but it's like epic poetry. It's really good. So after I sew this up, I might go ahead and take a break. Most likely, because I could get other things done as well. Yeah. Go ahead and sew this little creature up here. Gosh, my nose itches. Okay. That's looking pretty good. Go ahead and stitch that up. Say, I was just about to say, I don't know if any of you have ever heard of the YouTuber Epic Soren. Have any of you heard of him? Because if you have, I didn't know if any of you have known him or not, but him and I actually roomed at a convention in 2017 at FA United. We actually did. We This was actually before he got his fursuit. He got his fursuit from person that made it was Splinter Fox Productions. I think that's what it was. Or Splinter was Splinter Fox Productions or Splinter Fox Studios. I think it was Splinter Fox Productions. Anyway, he's a really nice person. I actually was able to room with him and meet him in person. He was in a fur from Alaska, and he came down to well, for one to take a look at the eclipse. There's supposed to be an eclipse going on because in 2017 it was a big eclipse going on. Everybody wanted to see it, so they wanted to see that, and also wanted to come down and just check out the monuments in the DC area, and also come to this convention as well. So, and we actually filmed a music video there with him and such, but I wasn't able to get it made because of technical problems. So I still have it on my laptop. But one day I'd like to get that off of there so we can actually get that uploaded, so you can see what he actually helped me. Awesome. Excuse me. That's good stuff. There we go. Have any of you been to Anthro Northwest by any chance? Any of you? I was just curious. I would like to go back there one day. It's a long flight, but it was fun. It was fun. It's pretty nice. I would probably do things a little differently next time than I did last time. Like just planning my trip in general, just different things I would do there. Who I would room with, I would definitely change that up as well, to a degree. I went there in 2017. It was year one of Anthro Northwest, and entered my second dance competition and got to meet Hogwash Husky, which was fantastic. And I entered a dance competition. That was great, and got to experience the food and some of the sights, and then some panels and activities there. I got to meet Eno in person, or AKA telephone. We actually sat in the same room together, literally sat side by side at a table and discussed the day's events and such. It was pretty awesome. And then probably one of the most epic things I've seen Eno do is she stepped in the middle of a fight that was breaking out down there and broke up a fight between an elderly guy and someone else. I think the woman may have been mentally challenged or whatnot, but she literally stepped in there and separated them and got off. I think it was Flare Security or something. Got them to help intervene after she had broken up the fight or stepped in. Which I'm glad she was able to do that, because I was like, oh my gosh, like this is literally going down. It was like 1 in the morning when this happened. Because apparently the craft room doesn't shut down, the art and craft room. They just put away like the large machine pieces and like the sewing machines, but the art room was open up basically all night. Well, that sounds like fun. Charity auction dance. So how does that exactly work? Do you like pay to be in the dancing or something, and then that money goes to charity? Is that how that works? You pay to enter or something like that? That's what it sounds like. Do I read books? I like to read books. Um, I like mystery books. I like good mystery books. Some fantasy books, like the C.S. Lewis Chronicles of Narnia, a favorite of mine. I do enjoy those. Um, Surprisingly, I actually read a book series known as the Hardy Boys. I actually did read that. I actually have the whole original series, all 58 books. It's a good series. Some of the story writing is a little cringy, depending on which book you get. But there are some books that are instant classics where I just can't get over how well they're written. They're beautiful. Yeah, like book. I'm trying to remember the numbers. I think it's book 14, book 17. I think it is. The Hidden Harbor mystery, instant classic, one of my favorites. Secret of the Lost Tunnel, super super. Oh, the descriptions are beautiful. It's like I'm there in the book. It's so well done. There's some good ones in there for sure. The only thing that kind of really kind of bugs me with the series though is how the two main characters always somehow remain the same age every time they're having a mystery, and it's always like during their summer break. They're always the same age. It's almost like a parallel universe. It's like they restart their time or something. I have not read Nancy Drew books. For the CD-ROMs, the old was it called Message in the Haunted Mansion or something like that? I used to have that game. I heard that was a good game series for the computer. But books wise, not so much. I do like good books. It's just I do so many other things these days. I don't get to read books very much. I did read this one book one time. It was called The Iceberg Hermit. That was actually very well done. Every detail was crisp and vibrant, with detailed in color and texture and taste and smell. It was all there. And I actually finished the book, which I rarely do. With I read books that aren't like in a series, I will like read it and I just lose interest and just stop reading the book. But I did finish that entire book, and it was actually kind of heartbreaking because as he was stuck up in the polar ice cap area, like he was stuck up north on a shipwreck, living in an iceberg at times, battling the elements, living with Eskimos. His life back home, moved on without him. Like he lost the love of his life. They married someone else. She didn't recognize him. He, I think he lost his hand or something like that. He was, he just completely changed his life forever. Yeah, but it was like a bittersweet ending. Sometimes those are good endings, though. Sometimes. What does that say? Nancy Drew books. Yeah, unplug my phone here. I don't want to overcharge my phone. That's not too bad. Oh, let's see here. You do a dance routine, and after the routine, they bid on you to dance with you. Oh, I like that idea. Dance with you at the nighttime dance at 10 p.m. But it was a bid for over $60, and I thought I would be dancing with the winner for 1 hour. But you can bid on several people at the same time. In short, the person who bid on me We danced all night. So you actually did get somebody to bid on you then. That's good at least, right? Right? That they liked your dancing enough to actually to bid on you. I think that's pretty cool, right? I think. I'm not sure how I would do with that cuz like I can be good at dancing. I can be. I'm not the best dancer by any means, but I do have a decent a decent waltz, I guess you could say. I'm good at spins, and moving my arms gracefully, but I don't have a lot of sharp, quick, jabby movements. I'm not good at the quick. I don't have coordination, so I try to stay with the what do you call those? The routines that have the flowing motions, almost like a silk ribbon. That's what the kind of the dancing I have to do because I'm skinny person. Well, I'm told I'm skinny. I feel like I'm not skinny, but like with my fursuit in general, I don't have enough visual weight in my arms to balance out my dancing, so I have to do sweeping large hand motions that are slowed down. Because if I move too quickly, my hands don't really show up in the visual weight aspect. They don't see my limbs as much. They just see a torso, a tail, and a head. That's it. It's like, where's the rest of me at? Somewhere. Um, there is a video of me dancing actually at Anther Northwest. It's from Kiani Lion. It's called Coaster Dance Competition Anther Northwest 2017. It's got me dancing in fursuit, and it was the only time I actually danced somewhat okay. It was my second dance competition. It's this like the only time I feel I actually managed to dance somewhat okay at that time. But if you want to ever take a look at it, it's on Kiani Lion's channel. You could just type in the actual title and you'll find it. But if you ever do see it and you ever show up in another stream, just let me know what you thought of it. Like, because I want to get better. Because I haven't been able to enter other dance competitions after that, but I would like to try some more when they open back up. Even virtual ones would be fine. I mean, heck, I've got a big front yard now. I never had a front yard like since '96, so that would be pretty nice. Personally, I feel. Okay, looks like this hairpiece is just about done. Yeah, hand sewing does take a while, but it could be worth it in the end. I'm just going to stitch off that piece. Okay, there's that. Very good, very good. Ah. I would love to do Floor Wars. I've never done that. I just didn't feel I had the skill or the energy to compete, but I'd like to try Floor Wars one time. Hmm. An honor to dance with you. Yeah, I think Floor Wars is like improvising your dance moves on the fly. I think, right? Something like that. At least I think that's what it is. Like they play a song and you have to come up with your moves as it plays, and basically beat the other person with more flashy moves. So yeah, I'd be down for that. Yeah, I should do more dancing because I feel like my cardio is horrible. I used to have like stellar cardio. I used to have fantastic cardio. I mean, gosh, I used to be able to run 20 miles an hour. Like, oh man, I can easily run 14 miles an hour on a treadmill. Like, but my cardio used to be so good, and then just like I just don't run like I used to. Like I can run, I just don't run. I just don't do it because I'm busy all the time. I'm trying to get out of poverty. I'm trying to build that $1 million life savings or something. Bye. But I should do some running. It would things like that. Do any of you know how to basically how fursuit dance competitions work for virtual furcons, like the ones they've been having, like virtual? I've seen some like people mention it. I'm just like, how do you do that exactly? Do you have like a webcam point? You record a video of yourself dancing and then you like email it to them or something, and then they compile it to a display video for you to watch, and then they give their final results at the end. Is that how that works? I think I'd love to know more about that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and stitch up this one right here. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, by the way, there is a con horror story that I really think I should turn into an actual video. It has to do. I'll just be brief. It has to do with me almost missing my airplane flight to Anther Northwest. I'm saying literally, I almost had it fly away without me. It already had my bags on it, and I almost was like I was minutes away from missing my flight, like a few, like maybe 2 minutes or 3 minutes. I'll definitely probably do a video on that. Excuse me, video on that one day. Yeah, it was crazy. Like, da da da. True, that is true. When I went to Anther Northwest in 2017, I actually flew with a fur that was from Colorado because I had a layover flight, and they were known for their cosplaying abilities, and I literally sat right across the aisle from them in the airplane. I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's them!" I recognized them, and I asked them, and I said, "Are you so and so?" And they're like, "Yes." I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" And because I don't know why I did this, but I literally had my fursuit head out in the open under my arm, like boarding the plane. And I just had it sitting in my lap the whole flight over to Anther Northwest. I just had my fursuit head just sitting in my lap like a happy little thing. I don't know why I did that because I didn't know how to properly like this. Like I'll just carry it on the plane as a carry on, and I carried it on the plane. Literally just carried it on. But yeah, that was pretty sweet. But then on the flight back, they made me put my fursuit head up in the little luggage compartment. Like, oh, where did you carry my fursuit head? Like, oh, it's fine. Okay, this is looking pretty decent. Do, 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 do. There we go. Oh, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. I wasn't sure how that worked. So you said make a video to your dance, you email it to them, they pick out the best, and then they show it. Oh. So they determine which ones they're going to show before they even show them. Like literally. So they that almost sounds a bit biased, but I know they want to show the best ones so people will actually watch the event. I get what you're saying. So like the prerequisite thingy majiggy, basically. I guess that makes sense. Like the preliminaries, showing the best of the best, basically, like the top whatever number. I guess that makes sense. Maybe I should enter then. What's the fee? What's the fee for entering something like that? Like, is there a fee? Like, I don't know how that works. Like for virtual, I've never done a virtual con yet. I mean, I heard people say it's a positive experience, so it might not be a bad idea. But virtual conventions, that's I would like to try maybe one or something at least, see how it is. So then I can make a video about it and explain how my experience was. This is what you can experience at VirtualCon or virtual something. Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. And I gather that when you send the video, it has to be uncut, like straight up camera video shot, basically. I'm thinking that's really going to be weird though. Like with normal dance competitions, they have all the lighting and the different effects and the music that's synchronized with the lighting. Like doing it at home, it's like I have my smartphone and I have my fursuit and I have my living room and the sofa, and then you just do your thing, press record, and just here we go. Accidentally knocks over a vase off the table with your tail when you spin, just whoosh, just knocks it off. I've knocked stuff over with my tail before because it's about 3 feet long. My fursuit tail is about 3 feet long. It's downstairs. I try to keep it out of the way if I can. It's it's foam core in the tail, so it actually stands up away from the body, and it actually is articulative. It actually can articulate. I built that in 2017, and it's still holding up. It's actually still holding up, which is fantastic. I like it when stuff lasts and you don't have to keep refixing it or rebuilding it. Yeah, totally. I smell cookies. So there's that. So this hairpiece, this side is stitched up. I'm gonna have one more I have to do, but I'm gonna just stop there for that one. So they're aligning everybody with this, and I do not mean to do that. So here it is. This is one of the hair pieces. And I think it's going to be going like this. I think. I hope it's going the right way. I think it is. Hey, if not, I can always brush it to make it go the right way. So this piece will go like this on top. Then I probably did a boo-boo, but you know what? The heck with it. We'll go with it. It's fine. And I got stitch this next piece, but I will do that in a bit. Yeah, so I'm gonna pop these over here. Also, I just want to let everyone know too that just in case some of you that came in don't know about this update yet, but a lot of fur flowing around. But tomorrow is a free art giveaway on this channel. It'll be Sunday evening, April 25th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Those of you that join in the stream will be whoever is active in the stream at that time during these drawings at random will be picked to win a free artwork piece of your persona or your original character, either of your choice. Please provide your references as requested, and we will take it from there. I will have Twitter access. There will be a business email, and then of course there'll be Telegram, and then um, we'll just take it from there. So you can actually get free artwork of your character. So that would be awesome. And also, do if you haven't subscribed to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell, and turn on your notifications in your settings. Turn those on so you can make sure that you don't miss a single upload when it airs, so you can be first person to see the content that's coming up, whether that be free art or first response or whatever the case is. You'll be the first, one of the first to see the fresh content and awesome stuff. By the way, this is shiny. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and actually I'm actually probably going to go ahead and wrap things up here, but I just want to say thank you very much for joining tonight. There will be a lot more getting done with this a bit later, but I've got to wrap this part up here for the moment. Let me check the comments here before we wrap things up, because I know some of you have some information that I definitely want to touch on before we go. BLC Virtual Con July and in-person con. It sounds great. What do you guys think about the positive side of quarantine? You make videos. That is, I like that though. It says everyone on your flight called out your name. That's great. When somebody recognizes you that much, that's pretty awesome. Also, Striker, you said you sent me your pictures of your Sona's reference on Telegram, I think you said. I will check that really quick because I just want to make sure if that's what you told me earlier. Let me take a gander here on Telegram, and I will take a look here, see what we have. Telegram! Yeah, Telegram! Okay. Let's see here. I think I've got a few new people here in the thing. Come on. Scroll down. That's funny. Ah, that's what's going on. Okay. We're good. I found it. Okay, I'm gonna swing over here. Yeah, Striker Husky, yeah, if you wanted to show me that fursuit and such, that would be you can reach me on Telegram, and it's gonna be at Coaster T Fox. I believe that is the link to use. I'm gonna check right now really fast just to make 1,000% sure, because I'm pretty sure that is my linky link. Oh, go to settings. Settings. Yep, that's it. Yep. That's Coaster T Fox. Same as you see on my YouTube channel, but you just drop the word the and just it's at Coaster T Fox, and you should be able to find that there. So let me go ahead and turn this off too because it's being weird. Okay. Is that? And take a few things really fast before we wrap things up. Just be a second here. Okay. YouTube work, please. Yeah. So yeah, so this hairpiece will get turned into the the hair poof on top, so you get hair that's going to be going something like this, hopefully. See, you got those multiple layers of hair going on. It's going to be something like that. Where's the other hair poof? Because this one is a lot more like this piece. There you go. See how that one looks? You're going to have a piece very similar to that going on. So two pieces going like that on top, but one behind the other. So you get everything going the way it needs to go. So there is that. And go ahead and swing over here to the thing. YouTube is being a big derp sandwich. Okay, well, since it's not letting me say goodbye to you on that, I'll just go ahead and say to the camera, thanks so much, everyone, for joining me tonight. Be sure to check out the other videos I have here in the playlist that I'll link down below. Oh, thank you. Thank you for sending me the picture. Thank you so very much. And like I said, don't forget to subscribe, hit notifications, turn on notifications in your settings, and hit the bell icon to get notified of every future upload so you don't miss all the content that comes up here just for you. And thanks so much, everyone, for joining me on the stream tonight. I appreciate it. Hope to do more. Don't forget tomorrow's stream at 6 p.m. You can possibly win free art, and I will see everyone in the next video. Cheers, everybody. Night, night. Hugs. Hugs and snugs, and I can't make a heart. I'm terrible. There we go. It's a very whimsical looking heart, but there it is. Night, everybody. Thanks for joining. I will. You too. Everyone have a wonderful night. Thank you, Striker. Thank you, Peppermint Cookie. Thank you, everyone, for joining.